of line, last in stock and low prices. The Miss It Miss Out show, only on Jewellery Maker.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can. There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Hello and welcome to Designer Inspirations with the lovely Debbie Kershaw. Now we've got loads and loads of demos for you today. We have got them in jewel enamel and polymer clay. We also have this. Look, it is the Spellbinders die cutting machine. Now we launched this. When did you launch it, Debs?
Crumbs, you're asking me about that. It was a while ago,
couple of months ago, wasn't it? Yeah. And we have the last in stock. Exactly 26. That's all we've got left. And they come with, it is coming with all the fabulous texture mats and the cutters. Have a little look. This is what we're going to show you. This is what you're getting. Loads and loads of stuff that we're going to have. Oh, are we doing this now? We've only got 26. Now this is all changing already. Okay, we are gonna launch it now. Can I just show just a quick star by in case, just as a little preview. We've got some labradorite. Gorgeous, gorgeous labradorite. Look at the great colours on that. Stunning, stunning. That's coming up later on. We've also got tanzanite, as I say, polymer clay. But back to our Spellbinder. Now, just bear with me 2 seconds. Okay, I got it. I took it out of the box. I had the forefront to see that. This is what you were getting. Now, some of you might already have one of these at home. I know that a lot of people who craft with paper as well watch Jewellery Maker. It can be used for paper. But Debbie Kershaw has been jewellery making now for, did you say 8 years? About that, yeah. About 8 years. Say, yes. And she has started using it with foils to create fantastic, fantastic jewellery. So, oh dear. Now it comes with the plates. Now this is what you sandwich everything in between. So that is what we launched. They are your 3 plates. That is what we launched a while ago, but we've got it in a bundle here today with everything else that you need. So we've got these. Oh my gosh, we sold one already. Wow. Okay, this is what you are getting. So you're getting these 3 texture plates. Now this, so when you put the file, the sandwich and the foil and your texture plate through the machine, it's like a mandrel, it's like a washing mandrel. So it goes through here, you wind the bobbin up, and it comes out here, and it will cut. So now let me show you the cutters. Right, here are our cutters that we have here. So you're getting all of these. Then you are getting, now these are great for the polymer clay as well. the bezels. And now what's this one for? Oh, is this what actually allows you to be able to use it with the metal?
Yeah, that's for if you want to cut thicker metals than the foils, although you've got to refer to the manufacturer's guidelines as how thick you can cut, because it won't cut very thick metal, it's not, or emboss, it's not a rolling mill. But if you, I think we said last time up to 0.2 it will cut, but you need your metal shim to do that. So that is just, it's all about how you put your sandwich together. So it's whatever you put inside there, and if you look at the boards, they're clearly labelled, so you don't have to remember what does what. One's a cutting board, one's an embossing plate, and then you've got your base plate, which you always use to put your whatever you're using on, your foils, your felt, whatever at all you're using. And then you just put it in with either an embossing plate, which makes a texture on your media, or with your dies, which is just a posh word for cutting, cutting tool. So you would put your little bird or little whatever in there, just roll it through the machine, and it comes out the other side with the most amazing textures. I'd say get it home and play with it, because what you can do with it is absolutely endless. I've had absolute fun with mine, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, and thing is, my husband wouldn't let me buy this, and I'll tell you why. Because I watched the launch, it was on a Saturday morning, and I was going, babe, let me get one, let me get one. And he was like, we've already got one, and what ours is it's an electrical one, so he can design anything on the computer. We bought it for our wedding invitations, and then it cuts the stuff out. But that's all you can do, so I can't use it because I don't know how the computer works. So that means I have to get him to design it, which, you know, he's never going to do that. Whereas this is so simple to use. You don't need any power or anything. You just use the rolling machine, don't you?
Yep. And you just got like two things to remember on there. You just turn the lever down towards the desk, and that holds the machine in place. It's at the front there. That's
that one there, yeah.
And then you just simply make your sandwich of whatever you're going to use in whatever way, place it through and just roll it. And it's very easy, you don't have to force it. You know, so if you've got dexterity problems or sore hands, which I sometimes get, it's not a problem, it just goes through very, very simply. Open it up. Surprise!
There you go. Right, we do have people already buying these, so we do need to bring you a price. Now, you are getting everything that you see. You are getting the rolling machine. You are getting the very good quality, what are these called again? The texture sheets, which presumably you can use for polymer clay and everything like that, or?
Yeah, you can use them for polymer clay, you can use them with precious metal clay. If you are going to use them, because they're metal, with the clays, best to sort of grease them first so that it doesn't stick. But because they're metal, they're going to last for ages. You can use them for loads of things.
We had the metal clay starter kit, and I have had my eye on it for a little while, and I had a little check today, and it has been launched. The price of it now is cheaper than the staff price.
Wow.
And it comes with the balm. It comes with the balm that you can put on already. So if you have just recently bought the metal clay starter kit, then congratulations, and you can use this with the balm. Right, then you are getting your cutting plates and your bezels and everything. Now there is a little bit of a queue on the phone line at the moment. We are going to come back to this, but let's bring you the price. You get everything that you need for one price only, and that is £154.95. Now have a look at how much these cost, but you want a good quality one. If you want to be doing things with card, if you want to be doing things with, more importantly on Jewellery Maker, things with your foil, then this is the machine for you. It produces great jewellery. Oh, thank you. So this is a pretty texture sheet. So this is the sort of thing that you can create with it, and it will do all the cutting for you. Gorgeous. Now, if there is a bit of a queue line, don't forget that it is a free phone number, 0800 644 655. Also remember that you can, of course, buy on the website. You just click on it, it's already there. The link to it is right there on the website. Click on that, add it to your basket. These are the last 26 that we have. There's 23 left at the moment. These are our last in stock, so get it now while you can. Another one has just gone. Don't forget, it's only ever one postage and packing. Now, this is not that weighty, but you can tell it's got good quality, can't you? Even though this is going to be coming through, well, it won't be coming through your door, let's face it. There will be a knock at your door and it will be delivered to your door. The postage is still $2.95. Pip's just gone by Sarah personally. You know what? If there's a nice dinner at the end or some really good biscuits, I am more than happy to get there. But I might need a little bit more than $2.95 for the train journey. But 0800 644 655. Now we've got 20 minutes of under £10. Where are we starting, boss? Box 19. Preonite faceted rounds, this gorgeous green. I wouldn't say green is my favourite colour, however, I have so much green, as you can see today. I do wear a lot of green, I think it goes with my colouring. Have a little look at our lovely preonite. Now with your preonite, you are getting those gorgeous inclusions. They're character enhancing, those lovely deep dark green flecks that you get. And green is going to go with everything, just as everything goes with flowers in a meadow. Green is your base colour. You're getting 185 carats and it's 8mm faceted rounds. Beautiful soft green is going to work really well with your citrines, with your rose quartz. Any of your soft colours. Oh, lavender amethyst would look gorgeous. It's a new strand. It is also a brand new strand. It's got those facets, it's picking up the light. Very, very pretty. There is still a little bit of a queue on the phone lines. Don't worry, the call centre are aware that you are waiting and they're going to try and get to you as soon as they can. MFGP62 is your item number, and this is your price. It's $7.45, it's preonite, it's that lovely soft green and will go with so much that you already have in your stash. Very, very pretty. And we're starting off, this is our under £10 section. Right, we're moving them, box number 16. Ooh. Blue Chalcedony graduated faceted pairs. Beautiful. Blue is such a popular colour. It's the most popular colour in Britain. It goes with so much. It works with every season. And look at those facets. It's a very, very high quality strand. And we are limited in stock. 125 carats of your beautiful blue Chalcedony. Chalcedony, especially when it's in this lovely colour, has such a soft, romantic feel to it. It's slightly milky, but the light really can move through it, which gives you that funny little colour play. Beautiful. Now we are going to honour a price slash with this. It, as originally was $14.95, but we are going to honour the price slash up until 5 o'clock this afternoon with this strand. It's just $9.95. This really is high quality. Is it a strand of distinction? Yes, it is. It is. It's a strand of distinction as well. You've got your tassels if you want to include that into your jewellery making. Beautiful. Look at the way the light picks up on those. With the drops as well, you have got a slight graduation on these. There are 10 times 7 to 17 times 11 on an 18 centimetre strand. So the graduated strands I know are very popular because you get that fluidity in your designs. It means that you can have maybe the central ones, which are the bigger sizes, as part of a necklace, and then the smaller ones perhaps for earrings. Gorgeous, gorgeous. We've got to move on. Box number 10. Brand new strand, very pretty and delicate. 20 carats of yellow opal. A strand that I don't see a lot on a Jewellery Maker, anything like this. Really, really pretty, soft colours. It's got a more colour than a citrine, I feel, but it's still those soft yellows, those goldens. Really beautiful, and it is new today. Very pretty, that opalescence there, those honey tones. Look at those, really beautiful. Because it's got that goldens, I think it will go with everything, just like gold goes with everything. UUGP 57, they are your 4mm plain rounds. Absolutely stunning, brand new today. It is our under £10 section. Let's see your price. I have never seen a strand on my watch go for $3.95, let alone a strand of opal. Oh my goodness, I forgot to say you get to choose. Oh, it's designer decides. Now you're allowed 3 strands. I will let you, I mean, you can go back because I've only just introduced it.
Okay.
So you've got your but then you've still got another 10 minutes, maybe sort of 12 minutes.
Okay.
Do you want to wait?
I definitely want the blue one.
She wants the blue Chalcedony, and who can blame her? Okay, I'm going to leave that there.
Thank you.
Very exciting. Now, back at the opal, $3.95. We can never guarantee it will be that low again. I haven't ever seen a strand be sold for that singularly ever before, especially not one that is opal. 20 carats of your lovely yellow opal, and we've got people buying 3. Thing is, you're buying 3, but it's still only £12, under £12. Brilliant. You can afford to go gem heavy. You know what would look lovely? The design that Janet did yesterday, the Victoriana design, and you could incorporate these. Very, very pretty. And what a cost-effective way to do that. We do have 8 people already on the phone lines in a little bit of a queue for this. There is enough to go around at the moment. If you are buying on the website though, we do recommend you check out of your baskets as soon as you can. Do not forget, there is only ever 1 postage and packing for the whole day, and that is just $2.95. So you can't go wrong. If you've already bought something with the lovely Gemma and Jenny that were on this morning, then you've already opened your basket. So you can just add these for no extra cost, other than obviously the $3.95, which is crazy. We've had more people join the phone lines. UUGP 57, £3.95 for your lovely yellow opal. What a great, great buy. That's how we like to roll on the Designer Inspiration Show. I like that. Moving on, moving on. Ooh, box number 99. 9. Ah, look at these. What a great blue. Blue coloured quartz. They are faceted rounds. What size are they, Pip? 10 mils. There's a great colour to these. There really is. Look at that. Lovely, fabulous blue. Really packs a punch. And obviously you've got the facets there to pick up the light. 225 carats on this strand, on this 36 centimetre strand. As I've already said with our blue Chalcedony, you know that blue is a very, very popular colour, and it is another brand new strand today. We are going under £10. We were talking to Liam this morning. He was very jealous of our brand new strands. And not surprisingly too. That's producer Liam, who will be on from 5 with Ed this evening. Gorgeous. He's bundling away up there in the cold office because we couldn't find out how to work the heating on, me and Pip this morning. Sat there with our coats on in the dark. It's a sad life. It's a sad life. Right, let's get you a price on this blue colour coated quartz. and it's £5.95. As under £10 go, I think this is the best one I've seen. Under £10. We've had a £3.95 and £5.95 for 225 carats. Debbie, you've already got something blue. Are you holding out for something else? Something
I'm quite liking these two strands together.
Are you?
I really am, yeah.
You're going to do it?
I think so.
She's going to do it. She's going to do it. £5.95. I'm going to pop that over there. Ready for Debbie's challenge later. We do have some people on the line for this strand. There is enough for everybody, so please, it's a free phone number. Please stay where you are, and the call centre are going to get to you as soon as they can. There's people double buying on this strand at just £5.95. Gorgeous. Right, moving on. Box number 12. It's Lavender Amethyst, 100 carats. Now these are lovely. What shape are we calling these? Pears, puffy pears. Very pretty and delicate. In fact, I mentioned that our very first strand would look lovely with this. Yeah, look at that. This is the pyrite that we had just a few auctions ago, and now we've got this lovely. Oh, let me bring in the opal. That's really pretty. Actually, that's really pretty. Is that? Yeah, it is vintage, isn't it? It's that floral vintage. Really lovely. Right, so it's that one's got a. Oh, just look, gorgeous. Right, those ones are going back in the box. 100 carats of our Lavender Amethyst in our puffy pears. Now, unlike the other pears, they're quite pointed at the top. I really like them. Really nice shape to those. 10 times 8 mils. AFGP07 is your item code number. And let's get you a price. £9.95. Now this is amethyst. Amethyst, instantly recognisable, and a birthstone as well for February. Not that far off. Husband, remember my birthday, 12th of February. £9.95. Gorgeous amethyst. If you do want to get the authenticity card, do not forget you can check it out of your basket on the website, or you can just speak to the call centre and they will add it for 50p. You can download it for free once your items have been sent to you as well, so you can just print that off on your computer. Lovely. Moving on. Box number 14. Oh, I love this strand. This is black obsidium, and you've got your twisted leaf beads. Now they are carved. You've got a lot of workmanship here, not just in making the twists, but then carving the leaves on as well. They will go with everything in your stash. Thing is with leaves as well, flowers, some people aren't floral people. No one doesn't like a leaf. Can't go wrong with a leaf, can you? So what I would like to do with these, just have, put them on a head pin, and maybe just a basic a contrast bead at the bottom, and instantly you've got a lovely pair of earrings. Something that you can do really, really quickly. If you are doing a craft fair and you need to make just a few items really quickly to maybe sell for £5, £6, £7, just to cover that bracket, that budget on your craft fair, then these are something that you can do really quickly. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16, I just had to double check my maths there, hence the applause. 16 of your carved flowers, so instantly that could be 8 pairs of earrings. Gorgeous. 240 carats, and this is your price. £7.95. That's £1 for a pair of earrings, and your markup on that could easily be £5. Okay, there's a few pence there as well, maybe in an extra bead and some findings, but not much at all. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Now, Debbie, I love these because I like my big chunky jewellery. You want them?
I think they go lovely with that. I
She's-
like leaves and flowers. I've got leaves on my Designer Inspiration, my second one.
Lovely. We like it. Right, it's going over to you. These are all yours.
Thank you.
Come and get them.
Thank you.
Nice.
Oh.
She's happy. She's a happy bunny. That's what we like. Box 17. Ethiopian opal for under £10. The opalescence on this is fabulous. Okay, Ethiopian opal. Ethiopian opal, a very well-known place to get really high-quality opal from. And look at this. Now, opal. There's such a high quantity of water in opal, and that is what allows us to get that opal essence. That's that amazing colour play when the light comes in to the gemstone, and because of the water, you know how water sits in drops, so the light has to move over the drop of the water that's trapped inside, and that is when, so that you've got the drop of water, the light comes in, it can't move straight through, it has to move over the water, and that is what creates the opalescence. It's absolutely stunning. Look at that. They're so highly squashed onto here. There we go. We get the movement now. It's beautiful. 25 carats of your Ethiopian opal. It's a birthstone. It's instantly recognizable. People know opal. They know that it comes with luxury. They know that it comes with a price tag. You are getting 4 times 2 mils to 6 times 3 mils on a 20 centimetre strand. Oh, what was that? Pips just said you can get girl jewellery and guy jewellery out of this. Absolutely. Those lovely neutral tones that you are getting within this strand. And let's bring you a price. £9.95. It is part of our under £10 section. And yes, this is opal, the second strand of opal that we have had today, this morning, and we've only been on air for 25 minutes. Gorgeous. Oh, Pip says, Debbie, that you might be upset that you haven't gone for the next strand.
Oh.
It's a brand new strand today, and it's box number 18. Are we moving on? Abalone.
Ooh, lovely.
Do you like your abalone? Now, abalone reminds me of York, which is near where you live, because I bought a very nice abalone bracelet maybe 10 years ago. I had a hideous job at the time, and I was always in jeans and t-shirts, and it was just one of those where I was just like lugging stuff around. It was a touring schools, and I brought an abalone bracelet to make me feel girly.
Yay.
Just to give myself something nice to wear. The boys are laughing in here going, oh, girly, we're in jeans and t-shirts all the time, love. You want to feel girly every now and then. FEGP 74. It's 16 times 12 mils, and you get that incredible look with your abalone. Now, there's a bit of an embargo on abalone at the moment. Well, I say embargo. There's very strict laws in how you can dive and collect abalone, which means that it is harder to get hold of, and if demand outreaches supply, then instantly the price is going to go up. You get those colourful effects of like petrol on water. Absolutely beautiful. FEGP 73, and it's brand new today. Let's have a look at what we can do. Now, I was expecting more of a £9.95 just because of what you think that you are getting here. You're getting a real shell that it is only by the coast of New Zealand that you can get this. And the strict laws of how you can get this, you have to free dive for it. It's incredible. There's also a program, I think it's on Quest, and it's called Abalone Wars. Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Abalone Wars, and it's about the people that go and get the abalone from the bottom of the sea, and the free divers and everything, and how it's really competitive in getting the sales, because obviously you have to free dive for it, so there's some people who are really good at it, and other people who are trying to do it because obviously it's getting lucrative because it's so hard to get, blah blah blah. So yeah, Abalone Wars, have a little look out for it. Gorgeous. Right, $6.95 for that, great value. Oh, which number, sorry? 2020. Straight from the sea, we've got our pearls and this great colour. Gorgeous. What colour are we calling this? It just says blue. It's a midnight blue. No. What would you call this blue?
Oh, I don't know. It's no, it's
teal. Teal blue.
Yeah, it's not midnight blue. That's
it's not
darker,
midnight blue.
isn't
It's not dark enough for midnight, is it?
No.
Teal.
Yeah, more of a teal. It's beautiful.
Teal. We're going for teal. These are teal cultured potato pearls, and they are 6 times 5 mils. CJGP33. The contacts are working, but I keep going blurry on my right eye. I don't think that I'm not drunk. I was out with a pregnant friend last night, so I wasn't allowed to drink. I had to be the supportive friend going, no, I won't have a mulled wine. You'd have been supportive and drunk her share, said Pip. It's a good option. I'll try that tack next time. Gorgeous teal potato pearls, and let's bring you a price on these. These are brand new today, and they're just $6.95. You are getting a great colour here, and of course you're getting genuine pearls. Have you been down to the V&A yet? They've got the Pearl exhibition.
No,
I think it's until mid-February or something.
Definitely going to go. I love it there.
Yeah, and go the other side of Christmas as well. It'll be less busy. People are double buying on this strand. So thanks for joining us here today for Designer Inspiration. These are just $6.95, and you have got that beautiful quality and that luxury that goes with genuine pearls. Now we are going to go on a very quick break. Do not go away. This is what this show is all about. We've got our first hour with the lovely and very talented Debbie Kershaw. So we've got so much going on, haven't we? Is it Polymer clay, this one?
This one, yeah.
Polymer clay, fabulous designs, and we are coming back straight after this.
Join us on Jewellery Maker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be Jewellery Maker.
The new year is fast approaching, and we're getting ready to go out with a bang. You can get involved by voting in the annual JM Awards. Check out Facebook from Monday the 25th of November at 10 AM, where we will release a different voting category each day until December the 6th. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
Book now to take part in the Gemporia experience. Take a behind-the-scenes tour of our TV studios, meet the presenters, and learn about gemstones and jewellery. The price of £169 includes an overnight stay at the picturesque White Swan Hotel, a buffet lunch, refreshments, and a 3-course dinner. Dates are limited, so call or email us now for an experience you'll never forget.
Get your Christmas shopping done this weekend by tuning into the Miss It Miss Out show for some fantastic offers, crazy deals, and low prices. Get all wrapped up in the Miss It Miss Out show, only on Jewellery Maker.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Welcome back. Now, Pete, our lovely technician here, was about to remove my boxes that are down here, and we found this that we didn't realise was quite as gorgeous as it is. Debbie, you love it. Look at these. Now, what is the carat weight on this? 800 carats of yellow magnesite saucers. Now, saucers is maybe a little bit misleading because they are all slightly different shapes. I look at the patterns on these. I absolutely love this strand. I love my chunky jewellery. I personally would be very tempted to just free strand them. You could make several, actually, if you just had maybe 2-3 inches on, hold on, I've got to be careful of my mic. Look at that. I love it. It's stunning. It's only been at the at JM Towers for 8 days. It's been on once on the morning show. It was once on the evening show. One of their specials on the evening show, and I just adore it. What would you do with this strand?
I think I'd just restring it, as you said, maybe with some black rounds in between. Oh, I'm going to cough, excuse me. But wouldn't it be nice with like a strapless dress and just a statement piece of jewellery?
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And I love yellow, but I can't wear a yellow dress or anything. It just doesn't work for me. But to be able to have just a yellow necklace and a matching ring, I'd want a matching ring.
Oh yeah, because you could bring the wire up through the middle, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And then just wire it round. You could also just wire wrap one of the big ones. You could have earrings, couldn't you? Or two, get two the same. Take the wire through the middle, do a little coil.
If you made earrings out of this, it would go such a long way, because there's just so many beads on here. Absolutely stunning. 800 carats, 11 times 8 to 26 times 14 mils on a, how long is the strand? It must be it looks a long one. It's definitely over 30. It's definitely longer than a ruler, so I reckon it would be a 38 centimetre strand. You can double check that one. XBGP03, and let's bring you a price. You are joking. $5.95. I really want this one, and we're going low. Okay, we're low in stock. I love this. I think it would make an amazing necklace just on its own. Now I know the price, I'm like, why would I want to be stingy with this? I'll just restring it all. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Good night. Right. Right. Starting with the gemstones, here they are. Now these are what Debbie Kershaw has been playing around with for the last couple of days, I imagine. Where are we going? These are called heart gemstones, and we're going to start off with our preonite. Now we had some preonite at the top of the show. This isn't faceted, but what it loses in its facets, it makes up in the quality of the stone, because look at all these. You get great inclusions in these. They really are character enhancing. This is exactly what you want to have from your preonite. 290 carats, and these are approximately 10 mil rounds. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Then we've got our amethyst. I love purple and green together. One of my bedroom designs were purple and green in early 90s, I think it was. RDGC55. Now you are getting 190 carats of the amethyst, 8 times 5 to 14 times 9 mils, and these are irregular faceted medium nuggets. Then we've got this. Now this on its own is going to look great in Christmas jewellery in golden colour, with golden what am I looking for? Luster. So for a metallic luster, or with a gold wire, with your any spacer beads, is going to look great with this. But look how it works on our colour palette here. 155 carats of your red colour-coated quartz, and they are in faceted rondelles. 7 times 5 mil to 36. 7 times 5 mil on a 36 centimetre strand, and then some more facets on these are coffee coloured faceted rondelles. This is coffee agate, 6 times 4 mils, and you are getting 90 carats. What beautiful colours. They're wintry, they're warming. There's that mulled wine hue deep within. RDGC 55. You are getting all 4 fabulous strands. That includes your amethyst, 190 carats of your amethyst. That instantly recognisable gemstone. And look how well they all mix together. Very, very pretty. And of course, you're getting genuine gemstones. Let's get you a price on these. Together, if you bought these singularly on our website, then you were looking at £35. However, we're going to be doing a deal on these. £24.95. You are getting a £10 saving, and you are getting fabulous, popular strands here. Your prehnite, your amethyst, your red colour quartz in the faceted rondelles, and your coffee agate faceted rondelles as well. Great warm colours at just £24.95. You wait to see the jewellery. You wait, you wait. Jump on the phone lines. It is, of course, a free phone number. Don't forget to check out of your baskets. If you have already bought something with us today, you've already paid your postage and packing. You don't have to pay another £2.95. It will just be added to your order and shipped with it. Great, great value. Then we've got another kit that Debbie has been using. Have a little look. So that was our heart gemstones pack, and now we've got some of our polymer clay, our threading pack, our findings pack, our wire, and our gliding waxes. Right, where to start? Sculpey clay. This is our pomegranate sculpey clay. It's polymer clay. You cannot go wrong with it. It's got a love. Ooh, I love just having a little squeeze. Then we've got our antique bronze coloured wire. We've got 10 metres of your 0.8 and 10 metres of your 0.8 and 10 metres of your 0.6. I'm a big fan of the antiques bronze wire. It was the first wire that I put into my stash and had a little play with. Of course, I've added to it since by quite a lot, but I do like my antique bronze wire. Then we've got our pack of our essential threading pack with the bronze coloured beading thread. That's what you are getting here. Then you've got your stretchy and you've got your monofilament. Then we have got our findings pack. Now the findings pack contains 98 pieces, including your metre of chain, and we've got it in, of course, the antique bronze copper findings. You are getting everything that you can see on the page right now. That includes all your clasps that you can see, your head pins, your eye pins, your shepherd hooks, everything that you've got there. And then you've got the gleam. Now the gleam, it's got great colours. Have we got the colours up? This is, it's called the Copper Red Pack. I'm just going to open this up so you can see the colours a little bit clearer. We've got Cardinal, a rich copper, and a cerise. There you go. Now they look like little pots, but how far does this go, Debs?
I've never run out of one yet.
You've never run out of one, really?
Well, you put loads on your finger. I'll show you. For both projects, I'm using them today. I'm a bit addicted to them at the moment.
Brilliant.
And you get loads on because you use it quite sparingly. It goes a really long way, and it's hardly touched the surface of mine. So,
and what can you use it for other mediums?
Oh, loads.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use it for your enamel. You can. A lot of people seem to be under the impression that it will come off, but it won't, because you can put it on. If you wait for about 15 minutes, it dries, and then it's there.
So you don't have to bake anything or...
No, but if you decide, you know, you've put it on, you think, no, I don't like that colour, you can wipe it off. That's the beauty, and then do it again. So you've got a little bit of time to play with. But I started off getting the pack from here. I think there were 3 in gold and silver. And now I've just got all the colours now because I just got really addicted. It can really add something different, especially if you're making jewellery a while and you're looking to do something different. You can even put them on gemstones.
Right,
You know, add a little bit of colour here. It's almost like when you're painting a picture and you start shading in, you start adding colour. That's what you can do with these. You start with something and you can just make it totally different.
Brilliant, brilliant, thank you. We are going to be going over to Debbie in a very, very short while. Let's bring you a price on everything that you are getting here. This should be $29.95 if you bought it individually, but we put it in a lovely bundle. It even comes in with your organza bag. I mean, how could we forget? DTGC04, and this is your price. $19.95. Another £10 saving on this. Gorgeous. So the Gleam, the pack of Gleam are $7.95 on their own. Let me just get you the, So you really are getting a great deal. You've got your antique bronze findings in there as well, so that's going to go a long, long way. And you've got all your wire as well. If you haven't already started to use the antique bronze wire, it's so in fashion now with the whole vintage. We've been planning a bit of a vintage weekend, Pip and I, that we want to do here, so we're putting that to Scott. But I love the vintage look as well, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I chose these colours because I thought they went really well together and gave that kind of vintage look that never really goes out of fashion. It almost looks like antique jewellery, but that you've given a new lease of life to, even though it's brand new. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
So that's why I sort of chose all these colours, and I mean the reds, the purples and the greens just go so beautifully together with that colour wire, and they just give it that feel. I mean, you can choose to separate the colours or not use all 3 if you wanted to. I've got a bracelet here where I just used the red and the brown, depending on what sort of little charm. I've put 3 kisses on that one. That's just your clay.
Can I just say that the stamp, am I allowed to mention the stamping tool? Because it's coming up later.
Yes, I'm using it.
Yes, I'm really excited by that. I'm very excited by that. I've looked at how much that is at staff price. Not much, I mean, they're getting a very good deal, I think, with that. No, we like it, we like it. And this here as well, so pretty.
So that says follow your heart, and once again that's just your basic clay, and then I've used the gleams on the top to give it the sort of vintage feel, by adding some sort of different colours. And then I've just, for a different feel, rather than just stringing it on, I've used the wire in quite an organic way. I mean, I know some people like to be very precise with their wire, and you can do that if you want to, but my style's a bit more organic and flowing.
Well, I love organic and flowing, but even when I make my jewellery, it has to be organic and flowing because I'm not very good at the neat bits, so I do lots of wrapping with it.
Yes.
Just to kind of cover up the fact that it's not neat.
If mine's really, really neat, I never want my jewellery to look like it's been made in a factory.
Yeah.
Do you know? Because what's the point? If it's been pressed out of a machine, I want it to look like someone's made it within reason.
Yeah. Lovely. So where do we start with this?
So what you need to do is start off with some of your clay, which I've just kept in the bag here to keep it soft. And you really don't need a lot. You know, you need to decide on what bezel you're going to use. So for argument's sake, today I've got one that I've brought from home, which is my heart bezel.
We had loads of bezels with the die cutting machine at the beginning as well.
So you can also use, I've got a couple of those here. I don't know if that's the ones we've got today.
Oh, yes, I think it is, yeah.
So you can use these if you want to, because again, that is your sort of set colour that will go with your wire. So either or, any bezel you want. If you don't have a bezel to use, you can use a clay cutter.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, you know, you could use a cutter and you'd come up with something, a shape, but obviously you wouldn't have the outside.
Yeah.
So you need a nice roll of clay. Better to have too much than too little, or you'll be starting again. Now you can choose to condition this through your pasta machine if you want to, but because it's such a little pendant, I didn't get my pasta machine out because I couldn't be bothered, basically.
Yeah, but you're still working it.
But I'm still working it. I've just cut a piece off and I'm just rolling it. What I tend to do when I don't use my machine is make it into a long sausage and then press it together and then roll it.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't want fingerprints on your clay, you can wear the gloves. which is if I'm making little food charms, which I sometimes do, I usually wear the gloves because I don't want the fingerprints.
Yeah,
but because I'm actually going to put some embossing on this, it doesn't really matter. So get it into a little ball shape and use a little rolling pin or a little roller and just roll out your clay. Now you don't want it to be too thick, and then we're just going to place our bezel into it. So it needs to be just overlapping. And then you really need to press down quite hard. Ugh, this table's high and I'm short.
Oh yeah.
Press down and then just move the excess clay from the edges. See that? Now don't worry about neatness because you can tidy this up afterwards with your craft knife. So just take as much as you can. This is what nails are for.
There was a thing on Facebook once going, oh, people's nails aren't that good. And but then, especially with you, I mean, I don't have, occasionally, you know, if I'm wire working at home, it will scratch my things. But with the jewellery makers, you haven't got a chance. Really,
well, I mean, these aren't real nails because my real nails are jewellery maker's nails. So I use these as a tool, which is quite good. And they look okay as well, so you don't have to look at me with jewellery maker's nails. So once you turn that over, you've got your little clay heart. So I'm going to pop that back in like so, and you can really afford here to squish it down because you really do want it to sit in quite nicely.
Yep. It's a great colour, this, as well, isn't it?
It's good, isn't it?
Really
and I think
lovely.
if you were thinking ahead to do maybe Valentine's jewellery, you know, personalised jewellery is big. I get asked for most of my commissions to actually put names on it. It started off with sort of the silver jewellery, and that's what made me think about sort of personalising different types, the same as the sort of polymer. Because if you say to someone, I can put your name in, your children's name in, or, you know, your partner, your friend, a little message. I made something once for a lady and it was for her best friend and she put Bezzy Mates on it. But where are you going to go in a shop where you can buy it where it says that? So I actually stamped it on and she loved it. So you want to just press it in, use a craft knife, be very, very careful because craft knife is very sharp, as I know when I was cutting the pumpkin at Halloween and it went straight through my thumb, which I wouldn't recommend.
Laura Bidey's used her Dremel.
Well, that's a good. I was in a hurry, I had 2 pumpkins, I thought I'm going to get the craft knife. Big mistake. So if you can see that, that's quite neat and tidy.
Yeah, lovely.
In there. So now comes the fun part. I'm going to texture it. Now you can use all manner of things to texture your clay. I used a biro, you can take the tip of a pen and just do dots, you know, if you haven't got any texture sheets. I'm going to start off by putting a little message in.
Lovely. We've got a mixed, mixed pendant bezel collection that we've got.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, we don't have that one, but we do have this one.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Which is really pretty.
That's lovely. Oh, yeah, perfect.
And these, we've got circles.
See, that's really good, the
There's
circles.
loads of these.
Wow.
You're getting all of these in one pack, by the way. Oh, look, there we go. And you get the little perspex, which is what Debbie has been rolling out on.
Yeah.
So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 10 in a pack. 10 in a pack, and it's ZCCJ82. And we are limited in stock on this, so I do apologise, but this is one that you are going to have to be quick off the mark to get. I'm sorry, it's just how it is at the moment, but please get ready, because let's bring you a price on this. $14.95, and you're getting 10 in a pack.
Wow.
Good value, huh?
Very good value, because they're really nice bezels as well.
Yeah.
I ordered some from you before and I've used them for the jewel enamel, for the polymer, and these are pretty good. If you're using a die cutting machine and you want to die cut out some shapes, then you can put them inside your bezel and then cover them with resin or cover them with some clear enamel. So if you have got the die cutting machine, these are a great add-on, because that's what I first bought mine for, to go with my die cut little shapes that I'd done out of my foils and things. So have a think about those if you got the die cutting stamp machine, or if you've already got one, because they're quite useful.
Yeah, and like you say, you don't have to just use it with your polymer clay. Great, lovely. That's $14.95. I think that's great.
That's very good, because they're really nice quality as well.
Yeah. Lovely.
Right. So what I'm going to do now is just going to punch an easy word in there, mum.
Lovely.
Why not?
Yay.
Mum. So when you're actually stamping, if you've watched me when I've done the metal stamping shows, you've got to give it a good hard bash. If you press these in too hard, you will get the circle around the letter, which will show up on the clay, which actually sometimes is nice, but you might not necessarily want that. And if you push them in too much, you're going to make a hole. So what I'd suggest, if you haven't done this before, grab yourself a scrap piece of clay and just have a practice so that you know what pressure to put on.
Yeah.
You have to look at your letter and make sure that when it goes down the right way. So I'll start with my M, and I'm just going to place it on.
I've got some here, I'm just going to have a little look.
Press it in, M, and then I've got my U. And then I've got my M. So that, if you can see, I'll hold it up, I've done 2 of those letters with the little circle round, which actually does look really nice if you want it to look like that, and one without. Can you see?
Yeah.
So if you press in, you'll get the circle around, and if you don't press as hard, then you won't. Yeah. So once you've done whatever word, and if you thought to yourself, oh no, I don't like that, it looks horrible, you can just simply press it till it goes flat again, and then just do them again. So this is the ideal thing when using polymer clay with your letter stamps.
Cool.
And then it just, you can texture. So if I take, because we've got them on today, these texture plates that we had on for the die cutting, you can just really just press them over the top, and it just adds a nice, can you see, impression. So I'm not going over my letters, I'm just going around them so that you get an impression on your clay.
Love it, yeah.
So now you've got that with your impression on it, you would bake that. I think the clay is 130, and I think I baked it for about half an hour. It does say on your clay how long to bake it for, but this is quite a thick piece. You've got quite a thick piece of clay to go into your bezel there, so I would bake it for the longer time.
And nothing happens to the bezel or anything like that? I mean,
no,
it's fine
it's
in the
absolutely
oven.
fine because it's metal. It's absolutely fine. So obviously when you take it out of the oven, don't touch it with your fingers, because sometimes you can touch the clay when it comes out if you've got, you know, asbestos hands. But don't touch the bezel because it will take longer to cool down because you've got metal there. So that's
and you don't need any glue or anything. That's going to hold in.
That's going to hold in completely. That's why in the beginning I pressed it right in so that it went inside and splayed out and really adhered to the surface. Also, when you finished what I'm going to show you next, you could add some varnish on, and that kind of holds it in place as well if you wanted to.
Fabulous. Well, we've got the stamps. Now I know these went so quickly. You get them in your capital letters and you get them in your lowercase as well, and they come in these little box. Now we don't have many of these left. We've got 29 of them in stock at the moment. You are getting, as I say, 1, 2, 9. Then you're getting, because you can use your 0 from the letters.
So you've got everything you need there. You've got your uppercase, you've got your lowercase, you've got your letters. So if you wanted to do your 21st birthday, if you wanted to do an anniversary, if you wanted to do, quite a lot of people do a date of birth, so they'll put a child's name and then the date of birth. So that's pretty good. So you've got everything you need in these letter stamps. I think that.
And you get an and. You get an and.
You do. You get the and. So you could do the name and. It's quite popular if you're doing. Presents for people, and then you put their children's names and stack them on. So you've actually got everything you need there. You don't need to go and buy anything else. I think I remember the first stamps I bought were really expensive and they were just uppercase, and then I thought, oh, I need more. So you have actually got everything you need to get started there.
I think these are great, and I really like the look as well. I like to be able to personalise, because if I'm giving it as a gift, I don't sell my jewellery, I just make for friends and family. So I think it is nice to be able to personalise them. And And also, I like it on metal as well.
Yeah.
You can use this on the aluminium. And
you can use it on the aluminium. You can use them on the little metal charms that we've got. I don't know if we've still got those on the website. We had those with the stamps last time I was on with them. And they're brilliant because then you can put sort of your child's name or you know, like sometimes couples, they have little buzz sayings, don't they, with each other, or little nicknames. You can put that on, embarrass your husband, put it on a bit of leather and give it to him for Christmas.
Or maybe just put it on his keychain when he's not looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, you could have some fun with that.
Can you imagine his workmates go, who's Flopsy?
I think you can have a lot of fun with just randomly, and he'll never know because you just you can do
Mine
it.
would.
Just idea.
Mine would. He'd go, I know who's done this.
But then
really
it's
good.
too late. You found it in the pub. Get home now.
That's right, you're in big trouble. And I think as well, like my mum, I made her a bracelet quite a few years ago out of silver, and I put all of the grandchildren's names on, and she cried when she opened it because it's something that you would keep, and I think it's a talking point. And you'll find that once you make one for a present or you make one for a friend, loads of people start going, can you make me one? Can you use this name? Can you make me one? So it is a good thing to do as well. We were talking last time about if you're doing your craft stalls, you can sit there and actually personalise what people, you know, come and ask you and you sit and do it, and people love to watch you do things like that as well. So I can't recommend these.
With if you are putting them on metal, do you just use a hammer?
You need your metal block, and then you just place down your whatever your material is onto your metal block. Hammer, big heavy thump into your metal. There is a way of doing this where I would usually start with the middle letter if I'm working on metal.
Yes, that's
so that you don't end up with it sort of slightly to the left or right. And I also use masking tape to act as a ruler. I usually put a strip of masking tape across.
Lovely.
Right,
thank you. Let's get a price on these. As I say, we are low in stock, and these are $12.95. The last time they flew out of the door, that's all we got left, I'm afraid. They're just $12.95.
That's why.
Yeah.
They're amazing. I was saying last time, like my one set of these cost more than that. Plus, because they were heavy, the postage and packing was quite expensive.
Yeah.
So, and you get all these, so that is very good.
$2.95. Postage and packing, it's always the same. Great stuff. Lovely. Thank you.
Okay. Right. So. You would now bake that. So I've got one that I've baked at home. It's a nice big one. It says forever on it. And I mean, you can use anything to emboss your clay. I think I used a little card making rubber stamp on this that I found in the cupboard that I think one of my kids had and just had a play. So here comes the really fun part. Gleams. Now you get some really fantastic colours in this set. Look at that pink. So I'm going to start off with the pink because it's a nice contrast, and you'll see the effect that this actually brings your piece to life. So you don't need a lot. You can put it on with a cotton bud if you prefer to, but I like to use my finger. Get a good amount on your finger and then just go over. So I've gone over my letters first, and now I'm gonna, less is more, and you can always take some off if you want to before it dries. And sometimes it's nice to add some detail to the edges.
It's just another dimension, isn't it?
It's another dimension. You'll see when I do my enamel on the next one that it completely transforms the flowers.
Right.
Completely transforms. So there's a bit of pink, and I would go, oh no, let's do some more in a different colour. Because you're making it, you're giving it depth, you're making it look really professional, I think.
Now there are certain gemstones that you could put in and bake, aren't there?
Yes.
That you can bake into the polymer clay.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure exactly what they are.
I think Natalia's got a book out or something like that.
Fantastic.
That sort of says.
Yeah, I always look it up when I'm thinking of baking, because there's lots of places online that will tell you, you know, where you can do that, because there are some that you can't bake.
Right. Yeah.
So you could, yes, you could embed your gemstones in here, and that would look fantastic, actually.
Yeah.
Let's just use all of them.
Yeah.
Because we can.
Why not?
Oh,
I want to see what the texture's like. Got it. Yeah. So hardly anything comes off.
So it's
really.
like a little kind of.
It's like a lip balm.
It's a little. Yeah, it is. Don't do that.
Don't think. Doesn't smell like. We do not condone putting this on your lips.
Not unless you wanted to have that lipstick on for a long time. So there, I've just, you know, and it's brought my heart. If I hold that up, it's brought my letters out. It's brought the little hearts out.
Yeah, yeah.
And then if I wanted to add a gold, or I could do And then what I would usually do is wait for a while for that to dry.
So how long did you say? You said earlier.
About 15 minutes
15?
I usually
Okay,
wait.
it's not too bad.
You can tell because if you run your fingers across it, it'll come off.
Yeah.
You just have a little dab. And then I usually put some just craft varnish over the top. So you can do the either the matte or the glossy, depending. And then that just gives it, that on my finished piece, I've put the glossy one over the top. It just kind of gives your piece that kind of glossy finish, but not everyone wants that. You might want to keep it matte, and it's not, you don't have to do it, but as you can see, it gives it that kind of glossy finish. And then to add it, let's just move these out of the way, to your necklace. Let me wipe this off my fingers.
I was going to say, yeah, can I have one as well? I've put it on my finger and now I'm like, don't move my finger anywhere. Thank you.
You need reams of kitchen roll for this.
Yeah.
So now to actually make the necklace itself, I've taken a large length of wire. This wire is so lovely to work with.
Which gauge is that, sorry?
This is the 0.8.
0.8, yeah.
Take a really generous length. So I would say at least twice of the length that you want.
Okay.
And then I have just simply strung on my gemstones into my pattern. So I've actually done a red, green, purple right to the middle, and in the middle I'm going to add my charm or whatever it may be. So I'm not actually going to finish that off until I've added my charm, so that I've got the space to do it.
Sure.
So what I did,
on the screen at the moment is 100 meters of your 0.8 wire. So if maybe you've already got gleam and you've already got enough threading materials, you can buy the wire on its own, and it's just coming up on your screen now. What's the price for that? $24.95. That is for 100 meters of your 0.8. It's really versatile, isn't it?
well, 0.8 you can make your findings out of. I use 0.8 for my earring wires.
Right, yeah.
You can hammer 0.8, so it actually adds the structure. It adds structure without being too tough and too hard on your hands.
Can you make a talk with it?
I would put two together if I made a talk and twist.
And twist.
But that would be really nice. Or plait.
Ah, yeah.
So sometimes you want that flexibility of being able to do that rather than having the really thick wire that's quite hard to manipulate. So even if you put 3 of these together, they'd be easier to manipulate than one thick piece of wire. Do you see what I mean?
Definitely.
So bearing in mind how thick your loop is that needs to go onto the necklace as to how big you would make your loop on your wire. And I'm going to do a wrap loop because a wrap loop just adds extra security to your piece. So I'm going to go right to the top of the pliers, wrap my wire around. And this is the common mistake, people to carry on wrapping before they've added it to their jewellery. So I want to be in the middle of my gemstones. So get your gemstones where you want them to be, and just add your wire on.
So we've got the wire that I was just talking about, the copper coloured wire, and obviously it's a different colour to the antique bronze as well. So mix your metals, have a play around, maybe you want a different look to it. This is our 100 metres of our copper coloured wire, 0.8.
100 metres is fantastic because you don't run out. And you know, I hate that feeling of when you're doing a design and you think, oh, I only use this much because I haven't got a lot and I'm going to run out.
Yeah.
I'd rather play to my heart's content till I get something really great.
And it's so frustrating if you're halfway through something and then you run out. But you've got like, you've put aside several hours to do it.
And then you think, well, I can't do that wrapping that I've just decided I was going to do 2 minutes ago because I haven't left enough wire.
And what I normally have to do is, now I'm really going to have to clean the bathroom. It's normally what I'm like. Oh no. Oh dear. I'm going to have to do some housework now. I can't do this.
That's completely serious. Cleaning the bathroom is a last resort. Right, so I've actually attached that piece of wire onto the mane of my necklace, and I'm just adding a couple of gemstones. And then I'm going to do another wrap loop to actually add my forever pendant. A nice big one. And once again, I want to add it before I wrap it.
Okay.
I've done this before and thought, aha.
The gemstones are about to come up on the graphics. That was the 4 beautiful strands of gemstones. there it is.
And then
they are $24.95.
Wrap them round. So I'm trying not to lean forward. You don't want to see the top of my head, do you? And then snip off your excess, so that you've now got your necklace with everything that you want added to it.
The large toolkit as well, which is all the tools that Debbie is using, that is available on our website, or you can just speak to the call centre as well and they will find it for you and they can add it to your order. It's $15.95. And what's the code? BECR04.
I really like this toolkit. I got this from the website this week because I was using the zebra print tools here, and because it comes in that handy little pouch. Yeah. And I was thinking, well, I might as well bring that with me when I come. Yeah. And then I don't have to sort of be messing about, you know, when I'm travelling, which I think is really useful.
Really nice, yeah.
So I've got my necklace there. Now the good thing with wire, we will shape that a little bit later, and I'm going to add some chain to the top. Now this is the wrapping part. Now you've got all of this excess wire here, and you're going to press it in nice and tightly, because that's going to be your finished length. And you're just going to wrap. To be careful with this word.
Yeah, I know.
Wrap it round, and you're actually going to do your wrap loop all the way around. And what we have this excess wire left for is to wrap around the rest of the necklace. So I'm going to pick it up and just, this is the fun part, wrap it around as I go.
So this is why you need that extra.
Yeah. Now you might not want to have any extra wire. You might want to sort of trim it there and be done with it, add it to some chain, and there you go. But I just wanted sort of something a little bit more vintagey looking, and sort of some more wire showing. So I thought, you know, I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to carry on wrapping it. So, I mean, there are different variations of doing this. You could take it wider and hammer it so that you've got sort of big loops if you wanted a really intricate design. And the good thing as well is because it's 0.8, you've now made it even stronger.
Great.
By adding another sort of level of wire.
Always nice.
And as it gets shorter, it's easier to use.
Yeah.
Right.
Love it. Great look. Really nice look.
And easy to do and quite satisfying.
Yeah, yeah.
Quite good fun. And you just go right to the other end. So obviously you'll take a bit more time than I have. And trim. Like that. And then all that's left to do is just shape my necklace. Quite often I would do that around my neckline or on a bust, and just add a chain or cord, whatever your choice is.
Yeah, if you
to your loops.
Into kumahimo or anything like that.
You could do anything like that. And you're left with your, and on my finished piece I added chain because I thought I wanted quite a vintage look, but you could add cord, or if you want to, you get so many gems in this kit that you could just do gems right up to the top, because you certainly have enough. I had loads left over. I made the bracelet and I still had loads left over.
But you get the, if you did buy the kit, then you've got your antiques bronze copper findings in there as well, so you do have the metre of chain anyway, so obviously depending on what other products people are planning. Gorgeous.
And if you've got the bezel set, then you can maybe do a set of jewellery with your bezels. So you could do, you know, your bracelet to match and earrings or whatever. So, you know, up to you. And that's where you sort of use your creativity from there. But it was just sort of showing, a lot of people asked me about the letter stamps in polymer. So it's kind of showing something different.
A bit different. Yeah, love it, love it. Let's have a little look. We've got the kit that included the polymer clay, the wire, the gleam packs. Have a little look. This is everything that you are getting. It's a £10 saving, just $19.95. That includes your 0.6 and your 0.8, 10 metres of the wire. This is something that you can do with kids as well, can't you?
Yeah, it really is. And I think because it's quite tactile, because you've got the polymer in there, and if you didn't want, you know, if you didn't have the bezels and you didn't want to get sort of extra things, as say, you can use a cutter. I mean, I made a flower here with my daughter, and we just used a kitchen you know, a cookie cutter,
Yeah,
two sizes, and we did, there's cutters like this on the website, I think, for the polymer, and we literally just did a little flower in the middle, and then just did little dots with the pokey tool, and then you could just add gleams to that.
Yeah,
and they love it.
And she's 6, did you say?
She's 6.
Brilliant.
So you could just add gleams to that and make a little, you know, bag charm or whatever you want.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
and it all goes together. So you can just have a play.
Have a play. And what about this one? The whoops, the little bracelet that we've got here. Same way. It's got the little kisses in it. Really cute.
I just added some glitter to the top of the gleams before I actually put a coat of varnish on, just to make it sort of stand out.
You've put it on wire here as well.
I've put it on the beading wire, which you do get in the kit, and then I have just crimped the ends.
Right.
And I haven't used any of the amethyst in there because I just wanted to show something. If you've got more of an understated taste, if you don't want things too much, that was sort of a more understated way of doing it. And I thought that little charm was just lovely for just a little 3 kisses.
Yeah, cute. It's cute. Pip, what did you say you wanted to see? Oh, yeah. So what we're going to do now is we're going to, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Absolutely lovely. But we are going to have a little look at the cutter. So is it all right if we get the cutter over here? Thanks, Pete. In the meantime, well, we're just waiting for the die cutter to come over. If you've got any questions for Debbie, then send us a text. 60777 is the text message, and you do need to start the text with JM Studio, and then that way it will get to us. Otherwise, for some reason, it goes somewhere else. Thanks, Pete. So here it is. What would we do without Pete?
No, I need to
Pip did say that he'd like people to text in with their embarrassing nicknames, but somehow I don't think it would catch on.
Oh, go on.
Okay, he reckons it's going to catch on. So please send us a text with your embarrassing nicknames. Ideally, why you were called that as well. I was called Possum at university, and it's kind of stuck with my uni friends. They still refer to me as Possum Poss. Ryan's surprised I went to university. Oh, where did you go? They allowed you in? Yes, they did. They called me Possum because when I'd had several gins, or what as it was, snakebite and black, I think.
Oh, Christ, yeah.
I used to kind of, you know, I'm a bit of a, I can fall asleep like that. And at 2 in the morning, I'd just be like staring at the floor as if to go, I really want to go to bed, but I didn't leave the party.
Oh,
so that was why the name I got as Possum, was just like, I'm really trying to stay awake.
Oh,
Possum,
that's nice. That's a nice nickname.
It was really funny because I was on every like thing going, like I was on course rep and all this because I like to have my say, funnily enough. And a tutor got to know me so well. She used to call me Possum in really like proper meetings where they were being minuted, and she was like, Poss, and I was really bizarre. Yeah,
I've never had a nickname, really.
You know?
No, Debs, that's it.
Debs. Yeah. Right, Pete and Glenn will be coming up to your nicknames later, so keep them clean, boys.
Yeah, I want them to be good.
Right, now we launched this at the top of the show this morning. It is, of course, the die cutter. You are not just getting the die cutter, you are getting all your essentials to get it working. So these are essentially your cutters, aren't they?
Yeah, they make your shapes.
And we've got bezels as well. And we've got our gorgeous textures, which really make it, I think.
They really do,
And if you go to, I mean, we know it's expensive, but a rather large kind of place, these are so, like, some of them are 20 quid, I'm sure.
And they're each.
Yeah.
And it's each. It's quite amazing how much you can pay for the accessories. So this is actually a brilliant bundle, because I hate it when you get sort of the machine and then you need so many other things that you didn't realise. And you can't really do anything unless you've got the equipment that's needed, the tools essentially to go with it. So this is a brilliant bundle.
Yeah, it's everything. You are getting everything for £154.95. Right, if you could literally talk us through how it works, or give us a demo, would be amazing if you can.
Okay, so you've got your 3 plates, you've got your and you've got your, sorry, I didn't mention this one earlier, this is your rubber mat that goes in as well. So all depending on your sandwich of what you do, of what order, you would always have your base plate, whatever you're doing. So if I decided I wanted to put a nice texture onto my favourite colour,
you lovely.
it's fun, I just went to the purple, then I would just pop that onto my base plate, put my foil on, put my rubber mat on, and then I'm not cutting, I'm embossing, so I need my pink one, my embossing plate. I'm going behind the graphics on the top. And I literally just feed that through my machine. Do you want me to do it?
Yes, can I do it?
Yeah, you can, go on.
Thank you. I've always wanted to have a go at one of these because I'm not allowed on ours because only my husband can work it.
So I usually put one hand on.
Really easy.
And don't force it. Just let it.
It.
Just let it go. Let it go.
There it goes.
You'll feel a little bit of tension as it goes through. And it's not hard though, is it? It's just quite a few turns.
Yes.
You can sing a little song while
and then it gets easy again.
Gets easy again. You've got to feed it right the way out. So again, not pulling it, just letting the machine do the work. This is the exciting part.
Oh, I've clamped this down. I just tried to move it. It's not going anywhere. Okay, so.
And then very gently peel it off. That's it. And then if you unpeel it from. Oh, look at that! Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Isn't it gorgeous? So in the very same way, you would put a die in there, which is, I've got one here out of the packet.
So would you die cut it first? Because if that goes back through the roller, it's not going to squash?
You don't have to.
Cool.
It's stuck. Oh, here we are.
Because in a rather large store, they have what you can do with paper, but so you can of course use it on paper. But it's so much. I love this.
I think with the foils are great because you can layer them up and you can put them onto metal. You can get the slightly thicker metal foils, which we did have when we launched it, but I believe we're out of stock now. That act as a base for your jewellery that you can just layer these on top of, and that will hold its structure. And just the very simple, you would put your little butterfly or whatever it may be into your sandwich, and instead of on the top putting your embossing plate, you'd put your cutting plate and you do exactly the same, and then it just cuts.
Can we do that?
We
can.
can.
We do it? Yay.
Let's do it.
We've got a bit of time.
Base plate. No, we don't need that.
So you are getting the textures, you're getting 3 different texture plates, including one of which is the one that you see here, and then you are getting your cutters as well. Oh, we have another cutter. Where's the other cutter? Okay, we're down in numbers, so get ready. I've lost another cutter. I'm sure we've got some other cutters of these. We've got square ones. I think we've had a rectangular one as well.
There are some, yeah.
There's yeah, you can see them on there, look. So you are getting the square ones and the rectangular ones, as well as the bezels that you
see. They match the bezels, so they're really good because if you wanted to cut out something to go inside your bezels, especially if you were going to put enamel or resin on the top, then you've got it all there.
Perfect, and it's going to fit nice and neat.
So I've just put it in there again. I can't remember if I need that. No, I don't. That. It's been a while since I've done this. That's it. Pop that in. That's better. Now you can always tell if you've gone wrong because it won't go in. La la la.
Love it. If you have already got this, we are going to bring you some texture sheets and some other die cutters later in the show. So if you're thinking, well, this is all very well, but I've already got the machine, then do stay tuned because we've got some more little bits and pieces that you might want to add to your order.
And there we are. Oh. Isn't it gorgeous? So what you've actually got is your little bird, and there's a little bird wing there as well. So if you wanted to just die cut the wing, you could do the wing in a different colour and stick it on. Do you see what I mean?
That is so
it's a bit like layering up.
And the other one's just still in there. We haven't prized it out yet.
We haven't prized it out. So you can basically, you can either emboss it first or cut it first. So it's easier to emboss, I think, because you're putting a whole sheet in rather than a teeny little thing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter which order you do it in. And I believe that Gemma's worked with felt and things through here. I think that's what she wanted it for. I'd be interested to know if she actually used it, but I think that you can use so many. If you're into the multimedia, if you've been making jewellery a while and you just want to kind of have an experiment and see where else there is to go, this is brilliant. And also you can mix your crafts. If you're a scrapbooker or you're a card maker, then you can sort of mix them all together, so you can use it for that as well. And what I did was I got lots of these little kind of shapes out, and then I put them inside the bezels, and you can add polymer. Debbie Bulford did a fantastic polymer pendant. You can add polymer in there, you can add some enamel on the top. You know, you just play and layer it up.
Gorgeous. If you have had bought one of these when it first came out, when it was launched a couple of months ago, and you had a play and you've got any designs, we would love to see them. You can share them on the Facebook page. I think that's the only way, actually, isn't it? Because unless you can text them, are we able to? No, you can't text them. Yeah. So you can send them, or of course you can send them to the Wall of Fame as well. So it's great.
And you will also get your red plate in there as well, and that's for, as I was saying earlier, if you wanted to cut some slightly thicker metal, then you would need to use this.
Can you do that with these?
You can. You can emboss and you can cut. What I would say is when you get your machine, Spellbinders have a lot of really good tutorials on their website, and they also have a real list of what you can and can't do with it. So before putting it through your machine, if you go onto the Spellbinders website, it tells you exactly what you can and can't do with your machine. I know a lovely lady who I speak to on Facebook said she's got one and she's scared of it. But if you are, go on the Spellbinders website, have a good old read about it so that you're not scared. And as I just did then, it's been a while since I've put it through with the cutter, so I went to put it through with the mats. But as you can see, it wouldn't go in, so I knew immediately that doesn't need to be in there. So you're not going to ruin or break anything if you do put it through.
And I suppose you can always practice on paper.
Yep.
Then if you don't like it, you can throw it away.
Yeah.
But it seems quite like you're not going to make any mistakes with it. From what I can.
You can't. And because it's quite little as well, and if you haven't got loads of room, it's not a massive machine.
You want to see the size of this stupid one that I can't work.
Huge.
It's like this.
Yeah. And who's got room for that really, and especially if you're a crafter already?
I know. We've got boxes
If you're anything
everywhere.
like me, this fits nicely in a little corner.
I reckon I've got space for that, you know.
Whereas usually I get a machine and I think, oh, that seemed like a good idea, but where's it going to go?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I wasn't attracted to my husband for his money. It was for his paper stash.
Was it?
Yeah. He showed it to me one night. I was like, oh, now I'm in love.
You're the man for me.
Yeah. Love it. So jump on the phone lines. Don't forget that it's only ever one postage and packing, and this is weighty.
It's heavy.
It's still, you know, you're not going to have problems moving it around the house at all or storing it, but it has got the weight that just means that it's quality. 154.95. And as soon as you get this home, you can start playing. Great fun there. What's next? Yeah. We've got some accessories. Pete's just bringing them over. He is our hand delivery man. Thanks, Pete.
It's a good thing about this machine. You've got lots of fun things that go with it. Oh yeah, look, there they are. They're gorgeous, butterflies.
Okay, right, I'm moving this over. So the first one is our texture sheet. So we're selling these individually? We're selling the 3. Oh no, our crazy perspex. I seem to be putting things down on desks and then I'm never able to pick them up. That's why they only never let me on the evening show before. But we didn't have this problem. Now these are new today. Okay, they've never been put together like this before. You are getting these 3 different. I'm going to show them individually. So these are all different texture plates. So if you've already got the die cutter, then we put these in a lovely little bundle. There is this one. There is this one. This would be nice for Christmas.
That's a lovely one. It's almost like a little honeycomb shape.
Oh yeah.
I used that quite a lot when I was having a play when we launched. I used that one quite a lot.
Nice. And then this one.
See, often you can put 2 textures together. So if you've got 2 foils or 2 materials, you might want to put one texture behind the other, and that way you can keep the same colour, but you're giving it layering.
Yeah, great. And these are, as I say, they're great for your foils, and if you're a crafter anyway, you're going to use these in your card making as well. SJGC92 is your item code number, and you are getting the 3 different types. On their own, each one is retailing at $12.95 each. $12.95 each. But we can give them to you for all 3 of these for $27.95.
Wow. That's good.
Great value. It really is great value. As I say, they're $12.95, and that's at Jewellery Maker prices as well. I'm pretty sure, I can't swear to it hand on heart, but if you've got the internet available, then you can do a quick search that they are more than that in other retailers. And okay, we are aware how expensive those retailers are, but it just goes to show you need to be able to shop elsewhere. Great value. Jump on the phone lines. Loved ones. Then a little bit of a queue for those. Please, there's enough to go around at the moment, so please stay where you are. The call centre do know that you're waiting, and they're going to try and get to you as soon as they can. Then...
Oh, I love these.
Oh,
yeah.
And... right, I don't know which one to do first. Sorry, love, which one am I doing first? All of them together, all 4? All 4, okay. So this is the little birdie that Debbie's just cut out.
So you can do 2 little ones, and also the wings for layering, yeah. Or you can do the big one and you can layer him as well. So you can see he's got his wing that can be done separately. If you wanted to do a robin, you could do the chest a different colour. So that's why they have different pieces within them. But they're ever so cute. They're really lovely.
You know what this would look really cute as? I've got the perspex, and having a little bird's perspex as well.
That would be lovely.
Look at that. That's really cute. See, that's just nice on a card, just as it is.
Yeah.
And then you've got the big bird as well.
The big bird, yeah. So you've got whatever size you need, and if you're using the little bezels, then you can get those little birds inside.
Oh, yeah, perfect. So you've got the birds, then you've got the flowers. Now these are sweet. So you get two little bits out of these.
Yeah, you can get all the spaces that you see there. You can actually cut those out, and you can cut the flowers out, and you can sort of layer them as well. So you see the circle in the middle. You'd also get that cut out.
Lovely. And then these
are different. These are blanks.
So how do these work?
So these are what you would layer your foils onto. So these are quite thick, so these would stand alone. On the piece that I made for the launch, I used these butterflies, and I actually layered the foils on top. So if you wanted to do sort of little inserts of the wings here in red, and you could stick them on and layer them. And then I used our hole punch tool to make a hole, and then I just strung them into a necklace.
Normal glue that we've got on our website?
Yeah, Jewellery Maker's glue I would use, because it's strong.
Perfect.
And the same again.
Last but no means least, we've got the flowers as well. Have a little look.
Same again, but different shapes. So again, they can be pendants, they can be charms, they can be mobiles.
Oh, pretty.
Pretty. You could put them all on a mobile and maybe add some crystals or whatever if you wanted to make something other than jewellery. So these are really versatile. You can stamp onto these as well if you want to.
Now I know it's not technically a star, but that would look nice on Christmas trees.
It would look lovely, and you could stamp names on, couldn't you?
Oh yes. Cute. This is the Blanks and Dies Saver bundle. This one that I have in my hand at the moment, these two are usually $8.95 by themselves, and the other two are normally $10.95 each. That's each. So altogether, this should be costing, what was that, how much? £39.80. So we'll go for £40, just under £40. However, you can get all 4 for $27.95. Wow. It's another great value if you have already got the fabulous die cutter. I know that some people were like, how is this going to incorporate for jewellery making? It does. Deb's designs are beautiful. You can go on Facebook, have a little look at them, and it's that bold, chunky jewellery that I love. Would be nice in brooches.
Be nice in brooches. You could do little charms if you're not a chunky person. You could just put one on a chain and layer it with different colours or stamp into it, whatever. And the good thing is you've got the matching dies, the cutters, so that you can actually cut the little piece out and they'll fit perfectly onto your blank.
Lovely. This is great. Thank you so much. $27.95. Don't forget, if you do have any more questions, then just drop us a line. It's 60-777. We haven't had anything in at the moment, which means obviously everyone's on it, which is great to hear. If you do get this home and you just want some help with it, then just let us know and we will try try and get in another demo, but really you cannot go wrong. It's 60777 is the text message, and you need to start your text with JM Studio. I think we're all, well, I say we're all guilty. I know I'm guilty of getting more with strands of distinction, and I'm almost like, I want to leave that until I've got a really good idea. You know, we're all guilty of it. Yeah. But we do have a question come in. It's about the design that we've just seen, the heart pendant. Yeah. If you don't have a bezel, can you stick a jump ring into the polymer clay?
I would just make a hole in the polymer clay using a cocktail stick, bake it like that, and then just put the jump ring in when it's hard and cooled down. And when you've finished playing with it, you know, when you finish putting your gleams on, varnishing it, whatever, I'd put the jump ring in last, or even wire. Use a wire. Perfect. Because there's not really a need to, I'm sure you could, but there's not really a need to bake it actually into the clay. Yeah, lovely, that's great. Thank you. Who was that from? Did they leave a name? It was Nameless. Well, Nameless, we hope that, that answers your question. Good question as well. Maybe they have an embarrassing nickname, Picture said. I take it we haven't had any texts about embarrassing nicknames? We've heard Pete's. Pete's, what's yours? We can't say it. Oh, can't we? Okay, we are going to go on a very quick break. Do not go away. We've got another hour with the lovely Debbie. What have we got coming up? We've got our star buys. I can see some wire over there. And we've got jewel enamel all coming up. We're going to go on a very short break, and we'll see you straight after this.
Book now to take part in the Gemporia experience. Take a behind-the-scenes tour of our TV studios, meet the presenters, and learn about gemstones and jewellery. The price of £169 includes an overnight stay at the picturesque White Swan Hotel, a buffet lunch, refreshments, and a 3-course dinner. Dates are limited, so call or email us now for an experience you'll never forget.
Join us on Jewellery Maker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be Jewellery Maker.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Would you like to try a new hobby? Then why not give us a call on 0800 644 655 and we'll send you a free copy of our DVD and booklet to help you get started. You don't even need to make an order. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
Join guest designer Sarah Elvin and get creating stunning designs in no time with this Kumahimo introductory DVD. The easy-to-follow steps shown on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and will guide you through a variety of techniques to get you started. To get your hands on a copy, simply contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Welcome back to the Designer Inspiration. We're going to start off with a star buy. I think we are. Is it a star buy? I thought it was a star buy. Do we need the star buy? Shall I just do it? Ooh, that's my star buy. The star buy goes on for quite a long time, doesn't it? I have a little bit of water. Anyway, ooh, star buy. Look at this. We've got our fabulous crackled agate, and we've got it in loads of different colours as well. Oh, there we go. Have a little look at these colours. We've got blues, we've got teals, we've got lemons, we've got pinks, we've got purples. We've got, sort of oranges, burnt oranges as well. You are getting 160 carats of this multicoloured crackled agate. They are faceted puffy coins. Now, they are, let me just show you the facets on this. Look at those. They've got kind of big facets on. They're almost like softer facets. Really pretty, and they are knotted in between. Now, I have seen designers, I know these are temporary, to be fair, they're temporary strands, but I'm tugging quite a lot there and nothing's going anywhere. Yeah, it's really not going anywhere. So I reckon, and I have seen designers before, and when they've been short of time, they've used a strand like this complete with all their knots. Very pretty. And also, the good thing about a knotted strand is if you're like me and you tend to bead on the sofa, as soon as you cut a strand, they tend to go everywhere. Whereas with this, you can just remove which one you want. So if you didn't want to use all the colours, maybe you want to just choose the greens, then you can just snip next to the knot and take the green away, snip next to the knot and take the green away. There's another green. Oh, I like that one. I love that one. That's gorgeous. That would look lovely in a ring. Somebody on Facebook, and I'm sorry, I don't know your name, but she'd taken a ring, it was a briolette cut, but she had coiled, she'd got a gizmo, and she'd coiled round the outside of the ring, and that is something that I'd like to do with this stone here, with some coils around the outside, turn that into a ring. Very pretty. It was so neat. Loads of different colours, all on one strand. You are getting 160 carats, and these are approximately 12 mils. Let's bring on the price. $6.95. It's great value. Also, you're getting all the different colours. If you are a little bit scared about adding colour to your stash, or maybe this is just me, it's great to be able to buy a multi-coloured strand, because instantly you can start mixing things, having a little look at what goes. That's why for me, it's great for me to be here, because I can put strands next to each other. When you're buying a bundle, for example, the kit that Debbie put together, then obviously you know that's all going to work together. CEGP12. It's our first star buy of the show. Woohoo! At just $6.95. We've got to move on. We got a bundle. Right hand side, and it's box number 9. It's called Frosty the Snowman. This is Pip's favourite bundle because he loves a charm. He does love the charms. Oh no, they've gone. Oh, there's some sculpey clay down there. That wasn't me. There's some sculpey clay down there. Sorry. Bear with me 2 seconds. I've got to get on my hands and knees. Doop-a-doo-ba-doo. Right, I got it. Dearie me. It's Saturday, no school today, so what you gonna do? Have a little look at our Frosty. Now, is Frosty 925? He's pewter. I have a lot of pewter charms, actually, because they are a little bit cheaper, aren't they? And he's fun and he's cute. Okay, so you get him, but you're not just getting that. He's silver-plated pewter. Okay, then we have these. So, of course, what would you need to add? You'd need to add snowflake obsidian in these cubes. Now, in a magazine that I've got at the moment, there's people making snowmen out of different beads, and they use one of these as the top hat. They use a square as the top hat. Oh, yeah. Have you seen them? It's really lovely. Cute. Yeah. So if you had a saucer underneath, then that would like have the base of the top, the brim of the hat, and then you have 2 round beads. And some people have like a jump ring or something like that, or some of the lovely jump rings that we had, like the twisted jump rings, as a little scarf. Yeah. And they're really cute. Lovely snowflake obsidian, monochromatic, it's always in. You've got that beautiful, look at those, the textures, not the textures, the patterns within it. Lovely. And then we've got our bicones, our crackled quartz bicones. I love the bicones. I love the shape and the look of them. They've got those facets on them as well. But in the crackled quartz, I mean, it is winter morning. It's a winter morning when the sun's out. Fresh snow when the sun is out. I love that. Gorgeous. What do you think the chances are of a white Christmas?
It'd be lovely.
It would be nice.
I'm going away, so that.
Oh, are you?
But I need to get there first, then it can snow.
Yeah. Where are you going?
I'm going to that place where lots of people go that's in the woods and has a big dome in there. I don't think I can say what it's called.
Okay. Oh, I know?
Do you know?
Yes,
Yeah.
other holiday destinations are available.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Oh, lovely.
It'll be
Oh, that
lovely.
would be really nice.
Wouldn't it?
Once you're there, you can be snowed in. It would be
Absolutely.
great if you do get snowed in there. Then no one else can get to you, so they have to keep you in your cabin.
Completely and utterly perfect.
Oh. Lovely. Right, we are going to price slash this, so you are getting your 2 strands and your little frosty. It's Phil's favourite. It should have been $13.85, but we're going to price slash it. Let's see, senior moment. He's only young. $9.95, we like that a lot. 2 great strands. You know what, the bicones are very, very popular. I mean, a bicone strand doesn't go for much less than $9.95. Have a little check on the websites. Beautiful. RUGC21. It's Frosty the Snowman. 2 great strands and your little charm there. Let's see one more time, just for Pip. Gorgeous. Right. Let's move it on. Oh, it's Disco Diva section. Right, here we go. Night fever, night fever. That's it. Right, which box first? Box number 1. Pyrite faceted ovals. I'm a big fan of pyrite. Look at these. Beautiful. 280 carats of our pyrite. These are really lovely. Look at the cut on them. So you get that diamond shape in the center, and then you get the facets around the outside. Lovely. Pyrite goes with so much. It's really popular in the vintage jewellery as well, because you get that metallic luster, but it's just slightly muted. Really pretty. And these are big pyrites. I've got a lot of pyrite in my stash. I don't have anything quite as big as this, actually. Love it. With, again, the Victoriana design that the lovely Janet did yesterday. If you can link these in with it, it's really got that vintage glamour. 280 carats. It is your Fool's Gold FBGP47, 16 times 10 mils, and this is your price. $9.95. I think for the carat weight that you are getting here, that's really great value. But then on top of that, you've got that great shape. As I say, that diamond center, diamond shape center. Don't want to be too misleading on that one. Diamond shape center. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Next on our Disco Divas, box number 2. 210 carats of black onyx faceted rounds. Oh, I just want to show that with this. This is nice. Very now. Black and gold. Gorgeous. Now, what size are these, Pip? These are 9mm faceted rounds. They're sizable. They've got the facets as well, so they're really picking up the light. They do gleam. Look at those. If you had, going back to the wax gleam that we have, if you had a gold or something, you could just put that on here.
Be lovely.
Nice.
Just adds a little bit of shimmer.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. 210 carats of your black onyx. 9 mils, and it is on a 30 centimetre strand. Don't forget, if you do have any of your gleam at home, then that would really look great on these. And also, it's black. You know it's going to go with everything. It is, of course, a free phone number. It's 0800 644 655, and you can check out your baskets as many times as you like with only 1 postage and packing. Let's bring you a price. $12.95. You're getting a lot here. This is your black onyx. As I say, it is going to go with everything that you've already got. It's a 30 centimetre strand with 210 carats in it, on it, in it. $12.95. Love it. Box number 7. Because he likes it, he likes it. He likes the way the colours sparkle in the air. Sparkle in the air. It rhymed, sort of. Great colours on this. It's your crackle. Is it? No. What is it? It's crackled quartz with your black agate. They're rondelles. Now I'm just going to take these off my arm because I want you to see when you get that black onyx. So some of them are plain. I mean, you've got your plain black here, but then you've got your crackled agate. But then other ones, look here, where you get your black agate and then that sharp line, the way the gemstone has been made naturally by all that pressure. You get that sharp line. I think it's gorgeous. And look at it there with the blue. So can you see that? Lovely. And then of course loads and loads of colours. We've got greens, we've got blues, we've got pale blues, we've got plums. Love those. Look at that. Lovely. Oh, look at that one. I love that. Really pretty. Right, let's bring you a price on this. It is 460 carats that you're getting here. There is your multicoloured crackled quartz and black agate. And it's $6.95. I think that's a great, there's lots of weight on here. That's a great price for this. Over 400 carats. You're getting loads of different colours. As I said earlier with our star buy, when you're getting so many colours, you don't have to use them together. If you want to use them together, then of course you can, because you can see that the colour palette works. If you wanted to break it down and only use the pinks, then that's not a problem either. Get them home, have a play around. Box number 13. Oh, now these are your gold-plated 925 star pendants, but they've got that incredible stripe to them, which looks really great under the lights. You just spin them all around. There we go, go for this one. Have a look at these. Look at that. It's like illumination, isn't it, when all the lights move over? Lovely. Gorgeous. These would make, oh, Ryan's saying it would go nicely with what you made earlier, mixing these in with it. Something a little bit different with the die cutting machine as well, having this as a centerpiece, or you can use it as a charm. This is your high, oh, he's saying he's not sure whether they're 925. It says 925 on my pack. LOAR 47, it's 925, it's gold plated 925. Yep. In that case, it's a very good price. Okay, I'm ready for it. Oh my goodness me, that is good. Okay, I can see why Pip was a little bit worried that he didn't think when I said 95, I was like, Sarah, I think you've got that wrong, I don't think it's 95. You can tell when you're at 495, but it definitely states, have a little look on here. At this price, look, LOAR 47 925, made in Italy, no less. You are getting all three, and they are 14 mils. Gold, flash, sterling, silver, that's what you're getting here for $4.95. Jump on the phone lines, check out of your baskets. It's excellent value. Funnily enough, there's a bit of a queue. Of course there is. You can see a bargain when you see it. You know a bargain when you see it, that's what I'm trying to say. There's a little bit of a queue, but please stay where you are. It's a free phone number. And if you are buying on the website, make sure you check out of your baskets as soon as you can. Number 12. Oh, this is pretty. Is it Chalcedony? Look at this. Just bezel again with our lovely blue Chalcedony. It's a sterling silver pendant, and it also has that flower in the center carved in. Isn't that beautiful? Really pretty. This is the sort of thing I would buy and just keep it for myself. You could put it on cord, you could put it on leather. Kumahimo, or maybe go gem heavy and have it on a beaded chain. JMVU62 is your item number. It's so pretty, that gorgeous Chalcedony, and then that lovely carving on top. Very pretty. Love it. Something a little bit different here on Jewellery Maker, but really great quality. It is set into sterling silver. Amazing. It's a marquee shape as well. Now the marquee shape, I love this one. The marquise was first invented for Louis XV's mistress. Yeah, because it reminded her of her smile. I thought clearly she wasn't very happy. He wasn't doing the best. He wasn't doing the best. Oh, I won't say that. That will get us into trouble. JMVU62 for this very stunning little piece of Chalcedony set in 95 sterling silver. And this is your price. $14.95. It's weighty. I want to show you the quality of that 95 sterling silver. Have a little look. Gorgeous. Right, jump on the phone lines and don't forget to check out your baskets as soon as you can with that one. What's next, boss? Box number 5, Rainbow Moonstone. Look at this. Loads of schiller. Oh, it's 75 carats of your Rainbow Moonstone. Now, Rainbow Moonstone really is the greatest moonstone that you can get. That fabulous light play that you get with it. That gorgeous family of feldspars. YCRU84 is your item number, and you've got the faceted rondelles. Have a little look at these. So they're slightly twisted. It's like they've taken a square and just moved it, and then you get all faceted down the side. Really pretty. 7 times 4 to 12 times 9 mils on an 18 centimetre strand. Right, let's get you a price. $8.95 on these for Rainbow Moonstone. For Rainbow Moonstone that's got loads and loads of schiller. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. It is stunning. I love Rainbow Moonstone. It's so pretty. And it goes with so much as well. And it's real Narnia, isn't it? Narnia when there's the Snow Queen. No, she's not called the Snow Queen in Narnia, is she? What's she called? The White Witch.
Yeah, that's right.
The White Witch, yeah, the Snow Queen's separate. I was in the Snow Queen as part of a ballet dance I did, but I played the boy.
Oh.
My friend Jo was the pretty little girl, and I was the boy, and the same girl, Jo Williams, she lives in Leeds. Yeah, go get her. I know, she's a very good friend of mine still. When we were asked once, what do you want to be? The two of us were put in front, okay, we're going to give you really good parts in the nativity. Do you want to be the Angel Gabriel or the innkeeper? Now, I know a lot of you might be thinking, well, you take Angel Gabriel, but I didn't know whether the innkeeper had a really good monologue. You know, you just don't know these things. So we both said we don't really care. They gave me the innkeeper. There were a million other innkeepers, and I had a tea towel on my head. Jo Williams, you were lucky. Moving on. Box number 8. She's a very good friend of mine, is Jo. I've got some stories to tell you about Jo. Oh, especially when we went on an 1830 holiday, but we're not going to go there. In our youth. Have a look at these. Now this is real, the Disco Diva. You've got that fabulous hematite, and you've got that snowman. I've got snowman on the brain. That rainbow coating. 695 carats that you've got here in the 12 mil rounds. BWGK03. These are so much fun. It's that amazing look, the colours that you are getting. Again, it's like that petrol on water. Really beautiful. There's been some great designs using hematite in this rainbow colour that they're on Facebook. Have a little look, get inspired by these, get them home. Don't forget, it's the extended guarantee on at the moment. That will take you right up until the 31st of January. If you don't like it, you just send it back. Normally it's a 30-day guarantee, which is amazing anyway, but because it's Christmas, we have got the extended guarantee. So let's bring you a price on these. $5.95. We've had some really good value strands on today. These are weighty, 692 carats that you are getting here. Great, great colours as well. They really pack a punch, and they're 12 mils. Each one of these is 12 mils. Brilliant, brilliant value. Add it to your order. Only ever one postage and packing, and that's just $2.95. Box number 15, the last one of our Disco Diva, then we're going straight over to Debbie. Oh, we're going to have a break first, and then we're going to go straight over to Debbie. Look at these. This is your amethyst. I love the deeper colour amethyst. I think it's because of my colouring. It suits me better. You're getting 210 carats here, and we are limited in stock on these. It's your birthstone. It's your birthstone of February. Look at the way it's picking up the light there. Absolutely stunning. Amethyst comes from the word for inebriated. It's the gemstone that they actually used to cut vessels, drinking vessels out of for, and the king would have one made out of amethyst. It made him look like he was drinking wine, even if it was just water. And therefore he was the sober one at the end of the evening when any deals were done, any cards were played, and he still had a sober head. So many great, great stories. One day I'm going to tell you about the legend that Ryan loves. It's about Amethystos and Dionysus. You love that one, don't you, Ryan? He loves it. Last time they were all, shut up, in my ear. 30 carats, look up the story. In fact, it's in, when you start buying from Jewellery Maker, you get a little booklet, and it's an encyclopedia, and it is in, funnily enough, as under amethyst, it's in that first book, so you can all look it up when you get that through. Let's bring you a price on this. It is limited in stock. $9.95. Great, great value. It's amethyst. It's instantly recognisable. It's your birthstone for February. It's purple. Purple's your favourite, isn't it? Favourite colour? Yeah, and purple is great for creative thinking as well. Really beautiful. Lovely amethyst. That dark, rich colour. Absolutely stunning. That brings us to the end of our Disco Diva section. We are going to go for a very quick break, but do not go away. Debbie has been setting up her jewel enamel. There's cables all over here. I'm going to be careful on my walk. What she's created is absolutely stunning. Do not go away. You don't want to miss this. We will see you straight after the VT.
Get your Christmas shopping done this weekend by tuning into the Miss It Miss Out show for some fantastic offers, crazy deals and low, low prices. Get all wrapped up in the Miss It Miss Out show, only on Jewellery Maker. The new year is fast approaching and we're getting ready to go out with a bang. You can get involved by voting in the annual JM Awards. Check out Facebook from Monday the 25th of November at 10 AM, where we will release a different voting category each day until December the 6th. Get involved with Jewellery Maker. Join guest designer and polymer clay expert Debbie Bulford for our Extruder DVD. Debbie will guide you through a variety of techniques, including how to create geometric patterns, the soutache and lace look, and much more. To get your hands on a copy, simply contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Join us on Jewellery Maker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be Jewellery Maker.
Welcome back. Oh no, we're not going to show. Oh, can I show this? Because I just think it's so beautiful. Let's go straight into it. Look at what Debbie has made. Isn't it pretty? There's oohs and ahs in the gallery. There's oohs and ahs from Ryan because this is the first time that he's seen it. It's so pretty.
Thank you. It's very me.
This is what Debbie is going to show you how to make. This is why you don't want to go anywhere. We're just going to break it down, show you what she's used, and then we're going to go straight over to the demo if that's all right with you. So first of all, you can see that we've got the wire. So we've got our 0.25 wire. That's the really, really strong wire. That's gonna, you can hammer this as well, can't you?
Oh, it's brilliant, that wire. Yeah, you can make torques out of it.
Lovely. Just on its own
on
as well?
On its own, you can make bangles out of it by just hammering it and just sort of doing a hook on the end. It's fabulous, that wire.
Lovely. So that's your your 1.25. And then we've got your 0.4. 10 metres of both is what you are getting. And it's that gorgeous copper. It's got that gleam to it, hasn't it? It's really got that metallic lustre. Gorgeous. Then we've got our 3 beautiful gemstones. Now you've got leaves later on as well, haven't you? But as I say, with leaves, many people might not be floral people, but you cannot go wrong with a leaf for men and for women. And this is in our fluorite. I love the banding that you get in the fluorite. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing that very well. There we go. Oh, yes, so it's 140 carats, sorry, of your fluorite in your carved leaf beads. They are 14 times 10 mils that you are getting here. Then we've got jadeite. Jadeite. Jade and Jadetta, that was Wayne and Waynetta, I was doing with that. I'm going to pop these on my arm because have a look at the jadeite. That soft green that you get with your jadeite lends itself, I should say, so well with the leaves, that garden feel. Beautiful. And then we've got some amethyst nuggets. How very, very pretty. 85 carats of your amethyst nuggets. They are approximately 6 times 6 mils to 10 times 6 mils. Just slightly irregular. Really, really pretty. I love purple and green. Big fan. Now you are getting these 3 strands, including the 10 metres of the 1.25. That will go a long way, won't it?
Yeah, I had loads and loads left, and I used that for my step-by-steps as well.
Oh right, okay.
So, and I had tons left, so that goes
loads and loads of the wire. So you've got the 1.25, and then you've got the 0.4, which is great for all your detail work. And by the looks of it, you've used the 0.4 through the gemstones as well.
I used the 0.4 for the wrapping because I've actually wrapped the gemstones around the main frame of wire. So that's a perfect combination for that sort of design.
Lovely, thank you. Now Pip, how much did you say it should be? It should be £37. That's for 3 strands and all the wire. However, we've done a nice deal, and this is your prize. It's $29.95. That's for 3 beautiful strands. You've got your jadeite in there and your amethyst, and then these carved leaves. Again, the carving, it takes more time to be able to do that. And then you've got the wire as well. If you've got the hammer, the interchangeable hammer, that's going to look great as well on the 1.25.
You can texture it, and it's a nice thick wire. It's the sort of wire that I would use when I was doing my silver designs. You know, the thicker wire to actually make bangles out of and torques out of. So, and actually having it in this colour is really nice because it gives it that kind of updated feel, doesn't it?
Lovely, lovely. So that's just $29.95 for those. Then we've got these as well. So we've got more gleam. Let me start with the gleam, actually. You can never have enough gleam. Oh, I was talking earlier about a gold on the Disco Diva black agate. Right, have a look. So we've got the gold, the silver and the bronze essentials.
Essential. This is the one that I bought first because you can put gold or silver on literally any colour polymer apart from gold or silver, and any colour sort of UT enamel, and it just brings out, it just makes the detail pop. So I think this is an essential pack of gleams. This is the first one that I started with, and then I had to have them all.
Brilliant, that's what we like. But it does get like that, doesn't it?
It does.
Great, great. You're getting those. Then you are getting our Colourful Thoughts jewel enamels. Now, I've seen these used before, but I've never used them. They just kind of work in the enamel. Presumably they're part of the. Can we use these? Oh no, it's the actual jewel enamel. Yeah, sorry, it's not I'm going crazy. This is what you melt down. So this is your essentials.
Yes.
And you just pour it in. And I'm surprised because quite often if you have something that is powdered down, when it actually melts, because you get a lot of air in the pot, but it goes a long way, doesn't it?
It really goes a long way. I started sort of working with this after I watched Liz. Because she's amazing, and it just caught Liz Welsh, and it caught my interest, and I started playing, and I haven't actually been using this for a long time, but I have just loved it. It's so versatile, and if you get the colours, I mean, you'll see when I make flowers that you would think that little powder ends up like a flower. It can be a star, it can be anything that you want, and I love that. So like with wire, where it starts off just a piece of wire and it can be anything, this enamel is the same. It starts off as powder and it can end up being anything. And you can mix them as well, so if anybody's got anything at home already, then they can mix them. You can use them like in swirls and things. And we've got it in the diamond clear, which is a real essential, is it? Because that really can be mixed with everything. And then you've got the ruby red, and then the diamond clear can be used just as a glaze on the top, can't it? It can. I've actually put photographs and pictures into bezels, and then put this on the top to add, you know. But also, it makes your coloured enamel go a longer way. It dilutes the colour a little bit, but like with this design I've got 4 flowers, but if I wanted my red to go a longer way, then I just add a bit of clear in there and it just makes it perfect. And as we mentioned earlier, there's nothing worse than running out of something or not being able to finish a project. And then we've got the silicone moulds. Now it's just the beautiful flower, and you can really see, I'll just show this. That is what you get when you mix it with the gleam as well. That lovely detailing in there. It's so pretty. Right, let's get you a price. You're getting everything that you can see on the screen there. All for $14.95. Now these moulds are really, really good quality. Again, you can look elsewhere, you can see how much you would be paying for them. The fact that you are getting your gleams, how much are the gleams? Gleams are like $7.95 on their own, aren't they? And you're getting your jewel enamel as well. Great, great value. You can use your mould with your polymer clay and your metal clay as well. Lovely, yep. So if you haven't quite got into a jewel enamel yet, maybe save those for later, but then get this just for the gleam and the mould. But then of course you know you're going to start using it. Have a little play around. Right, where are we going to start? Right, well, I thought I'd show you how to make the flowers first. As I tend to, when I'm approaching a design like this, I get all of my pieces together so that that's all out of the way, put the melting pot to the side, and then I construct my piece so that I'm not, because it can be quite messy. You need to use your heat mat. Once you've made your flowers, you can put all of that to the side and then sort of get your beading mat out and construct your piece. So that's the sort of efficient way that I do it.
Yep.
But this whole piece was inspired by the flowers. I just love the mould. I ordered the mould from you, and I saw it, 'cause I already had moulds, and I just loved what came out of the pot. So I've got my melting pot here, and you have to put your little button up to the UT, which is the hottest setting. Now, if you want your flowers to be very, very red, then you can just use the red. If you want to make it go a little bit further, you can add the clear.
And what did you do?
I did mostly red with a bit of clear, and because you're adding the gleams on top, and I had the matte, not high polish finish, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So let's do a bit of both. I love this bit.
I love watching it.
It's so exciting. So the part of your melting pot that gets hot is down here. So this is where you want to put, let's put loads in. So we'll put lots in there. Now this is a mistake I made, and then I watched Liz's DVD and I realised where I'd gone wrong. You don't want to mix it a lot because you create air bubbles.
Yep.
That woman is a genius.
Honestly, I saw shrink plastic. No, not shrink plastic. It's the other one that she does.
Friendly plastic.
Friendly plastic.
That's another one of my addictions after seeing Liz do it.
Oh my goodness
It's amazing. And like my, initial thought, when I bought everything and I didn't get the DVD, so I'm mixing, and then I realised it went quite bubbly.
Yeah.
And when I watched the DVD, I saw. So I think that's the benefit of having the DVDs here. You don't have to do the trial and error.
Yeah.
So you can see here that it's actually melting. It won't take a long time, and it will just melt into each other. And when it melts, it actually changes colour. Look at that gorgeous red that you're getting there. And you can actually, I'll do it just because if we've got limited time, move the enamel into the middle, and that just makes it melt a little bit quicker. And everything's reusable, so anything that you don't like, you could just put back into the pot. And that means that you can use it again, or you can redo what you've already done, and I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
So you might do a flower and think, oh, there's an air bubble in that, or I don't like that, or you've done something wrong, and you can just literally pop it back into the pot and do it again.
Brilliant.
And it's fantastic. Now this does get very, very hot, so you wouldn't want to touch it with your hands. And it can be tempting to do so, especially after you've poured it out. If you do need to sort of poke it or prod it, use your little spatula, and then it's not going to get.
Yeah. Lovely.
Now I turned this down. So
It doesn't smell, like the smell of plastic.
No,
or
not at all. It's not
really
toxic
horrible.
at
It
all.
just doesn't.
No.
Yeah.
It's
actually got quite a nice smell.
It has, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's got, usually you'd turn this on quite a few minutes before you wanted to use it and it'd be hot. Now I had this on, and then as we were talking, I turned it down again. But so there we go. We're pretty much melted there. Just want to make sure the last flakes have gone and it melts into each other. Now I've got my mould here, which I'm going to use, but what I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to pop that to the side, is embed my wire into my enamel so that it's joined really securely. And all I did was made a loop in the middle of my wire so that the enamel's got something a bit more to stick to.
Right.
And I've got that ready now. And I'm going to try and pour without getting hands and things in the way. Now what I will usually do, thank you, let's move the mould into shot.
What do you want?
There we go, and then the pot out. I move the enamel just down the pot as I'm going. And then as I start to pour, you want to fill it right up to the top so you've got plenty. Now I'm going to turn that off.
That colour is gorgeous.
Isn't it? And I'm going to move it over there, just completely out of the way.
In my way. I'm only joking.
Sorry, I'll move it.
No, it's not in the way. I can move anywhere.
I don't want to burn you. All I'm going to do is put that in to the back there. Now you want to make sure that it actually submerges.
Now what would happen if perhaps you're a little bit heavy-handed and you overspilt it? Is there any way of moving it off?
You can wait till it cools, and then you can pop it out and you can just trim it with the scissors or file it. But if you think, oh, that's rubbish, I'm not having that, then just pop it out and put it back in.
Yeah.
So this literally takes a couple of minutes. So you can't fiddle about and then decide you're going to put your wire in because it'll be too hard. it'll be 2. And I mean, you could decide that you wanted to make a hole in this flower when it was done with your awl or your pokey tool and put the wire actually through it. You could do it that way. I did a lot of different experiments. I tried doing one piece of wire in the top, but then I found when I made the design, the flower flapped about.
Yeah.
So trial and error. I found the best way was to actually run the wire right the way across the middle of the flower, so you've got an end coming out. So when you actually come to wrap it onto your wire frame, it's secure from 2 sides.
Great.
So you can tell by just wiggling your wire, you want this centre part to stop moving. It's still moving a little bit, but it really doesn't take very long at all. But it's hot in here, obviously under the lights, so it's going to take a little bit longer. If you were really impatient, you could put that into some water, the whole lot.
Really?
Yeah, and then it will cool quicker. It's here where you might think, oh, you know, I'd like to have a bit more enamel over that wire. Put your finger on it.
Yeah.
So, can you tell I've done that? I actually welded a bit of this to the end of my nail, which is really nice.
Ouch.
So let's just have a look.
And you don't peel it off or anything because it's gonna.
Yeah. No, we're dry. I can see that we are. So just a couple more seconds.
Don't forget, if you do have any questions on enamel or anything that you've already seen in the show today, don't forget you can text us. It's 60 777, and you do need to start your text message with JM Studio. That way it's going to find its way to us and ask Debbie whatever you like. 60 777.
So you can see here that it's got quite a shiny finish because that's the side that was at the top and wasn't in the mould. And the side that was in the mould always goes a little bit dull. Now I decided that I wanted to keep that texture because I was going to put the gleams on. Now I did do one, let's find it. It's here, so there it is, where I tried to polish the top. And how you would do that is with your heat gun. You just run your heat gun and it actually brings the top. But when you use a mould, it takes the detail away. Can you see?
Yeah.
And I put the gleams on, it still looks pretty.
It is nice,
so if you wanted it shiny, you could do it like that. But I decided I wanted that detail from the mould. So I was going to leave it to be matte. And you can also just give that a polish with the kitchen roll and that will come up more, that will come up a little bit shinier. But as you can see, that wire is now embedded into my enamel and that's not going to go anywhere at all. That's going to be really strong so that when I come to actually wire it onto the frame, I haven't got jump rings or holes or anything to worry about. And you just end up with that. So making the actual flower is as simple as that. And again, this is the fun part of adding your detail, your gleams. So shall I just unplug that?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh, okay, you're all right.
Got it.
I was going to disappear behind the desk then. Thank you. So in your set, you get the 3 different colours of gleams. I wanted it to be, well, they sort of reminded me of Christmas roses, so I wanted to use some gold, and I thought that the gold contrasted really nicely with the red. So I'm going to use this bright, it's actually called gold, out of your 3. And it's exactly the same thing as we did with the polymer. You can get some on your finger and just, which camera are you on, right? Start to add. Can you see? It
really shows it off.
It brings it alive. Now if you found that you've put too much on, you can just wipe it off, you know, with your kitchen roll. If you didn't want to use your fingers, you can use a cotton wool bud. Sometimes I've actually placed my flower in situ and then thought, oh, I want a bit more gleam, so you can actually use a cotton bud. It's quite nice to go round the sides of things with your gleams. I've used it quite a lot on the friendly plastic around the side. But if you look at that one there and you look at the one that hasn't got any gleams on, look at the difference that the gleams make. And this was the wonderful kind of ding moment that I had when I bought the gleams, because I've not been a card maker as such or another craft. I've always been a jeweller, and so I didn't know what these things did. You know, so I was watching, I thought, well, what's that got to do with jewellery? But when I got it home and I saw that you can do things like this, I was sold.
So can you use these on cards? Like if you put it through the dye, you could just...
Yeah, I think that because a lot of my card making friends said, oh yeah, I know what that is. So they've used it for doing things like that, whereas I hadn't come across these before. But the difference between, you know, something that's come out of the mould without that and something with is really quite amazing. And I mean, you could put some purple on there if you wanted to add some different colours. So now I've got my flower that is ready to be wired onto my frame. So I actually made 4. It's completely up to you if you want to have lots of flowers. You might want to have 6, or you might want to do a more understated one and just have 1 on the end. So that's completely up to you. So what I do is get all of my flowers ready, gleamed, left to the side for the gleam to dry for about 15 minutes before I started to assemble my necklace. So I'll just move this out of the way. Just pop it behind me and grab my board. Okay, just put that there, I'll shut. Now, the next thing to do is actually make your wire frame that you're going to be your base.
So pretty.
Now, I started off my wire frame and then I just kind of manipulated it as I went and as I placed the components on. So this is where you need your lovely thick 1.25 wire. If you want to be very exact about it, you can go around your neck and think how far you want that to go down.
Yeah.
I literally just cut 2 lengths and went with the flow. I like doing that. So that's 1 length. And when I've actually tried that on the neckline, it looks different on the neckline to the bust. So it's the sort of piece of jewellery that when you've finished, you will put on your neck and position where you want it. So if you decide the kind of look that you want, it's quite nice to have 2 shorter bits and 2 longer bits, because I wanted it to look like a vine.
Oh, it's absolutely stunning. I love it.
So 2 long pieces of wire.
I would go as far as saying it's one of my favourite pieces I've seen.
Oh really? Yeah, that's a big compliment.
But don't tell anyone else, because they might not like me anymore. But I love it.
Oh, thank you.
It's bold. It's, you know. Oh.
It's not. I know it's not to everyone's taste, but that is the kind of my style of jewellery making. But you know, that's what being different designers is about, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what I've done, I tried different ways of fixing this together. First of all, I actually tried putting some beads in between. I didn't like it, took it apart. Yeah. And what I wanted it to look like is a vine growing around your neck, a twisted vine. So that's literally what I did. The part that goes behind your neck, I just twisted around each other, so that it's really quite organic, and how you would see a vine actually growing and twisting around is how I wanted it to look. So that is the main part that sits at the back of your neck, so you don't necessarily see it. And you just want to gently shape it here, so you know that's going to go behind your neck, and you know roughly where you want these to be. Now, I tended to find from playing with designs that a shorter one to sort of sit on your collar, and then longer ones was the way to go when I was trying it around my neckline. So then I literally started off with my basic shape, and that changed as I went along, because as I added my flowers and as I did my gemstones, I decided that I wanted this here and this there.
You can just move it around.
Yeah. Now the other way of doing the sort of vine effect that I've got on the finished necklace is using my round nose pliers, and I basically let the wire do what it wanted to do. When I've been watching people like Gemma Crow, when she does her wire, she always says, you know, if you go in the direction that the wire wants to go, it's easier. And she's right, it is. So I sort of want some little kind of curling pieces of my wire. So I actually take it around my round nose pliers, move them around, and take it back round into a circle. So that you get those sort of little knotty bits. And then I went round the other side and did the same, moving the pliers out of the way so that I can come back on myself. And just really manipulating my frame as I went. So I've sort of done one that I've taken time on from earlier, so I'll just pop that in there. So as you can see, I've made lots of different swirls and curls so that it really looks more like a vine shape, so that now I'm kind of seeing where I might want my flowers to go. I also hung leaves off the end of the vine, so I needed to have holes down there to hang those from.
Well, we have got a jewel enamel starter kit. So if you are thinking, well, this is lovely, but I don't have the actual melting pot or anything like that, we have got everything all for one price. So have we got a picture, Ryan, of everything? So this is everything you are getting, and this includes the melting pot. Then you're getting 3 different types of jewel enamel. You're getting it in an amethyst, a deep gold, and a ruby red. So great colours there. And again, as Debbie has said, you can mix those, you can have a little play around, you can swirl them as well. Then we've got the mica powders, and we've got those in a copper, in a silver and a yellow. We haven't got any mica powders, have we? Like to show, but they're like almost like glitter that you can add.
Yeah,
aren't they?
what I did when I was playing with this design to pitch it for a designer inspiration was I actually got the powders and put them in the bottom of the mould, and then I poured the jewel enamel in, and it gives a sparkly effect.
Gorgeous.
You can actually add it straight into your melting pot. When I started out, which was only doing with the enamel, it was only about, I don't know, 6-7 weeks ago, I got this exact starter kit, and then I just played with everything. I thought, what does this do? Put this in, you know, and I've just got really addicted to it. But those little powders are fantastic because they'll add kind of a shimmer, and you might decide you want them to be quite glittery, so you want to put them in your mould before. And I believe that you can use those powders with your polymer clay as well.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Debbie Bulford use those. Then you are getting your Stellar Flash. Oh, is that Stellar Flash? Colourful Thoughts Gleam Moroccan. Okay, so that's your, have we got any of the flecks? Again, you can use those with your polymer clay.
Yeah.
They're tiny little flecks of almost like gold foil or something like that, aren't they? And you can put those, I did one of these kind of shows with Laura Binding, and she just crinkled it on top and then added some of the diamond clear as well.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's you know what it's like when you're younger and you're at school and you get, you know, your teacher gives you lots of things and you play. It gives the element of play.
We lose that as adults as well, don't we?
And if you're doing it for a living, you get your gemstones, you're used to what you do, and this gave my creativity a new lease of life. And I think these designer inspiration shows, I actually watched Liz and thought, you know, I want to do that, and I put my take on it. So if you haven't done anything like this before, I can't recommend it highly. I mean, it's like playing.
And to get everything all in one go, so as soon as you get it home, you can start playing. And then we've got the silicone moulds as well. We've got the heart, the pyramid, and the face. I love the face.
I should have brought a face in. I didn't know we were going to do.
There's a face up here.
There a face
I'm just gonna run and get the face. And there, it looks like Scott Stone, our sales manager, someone just said in my ear. This is the face. I love the face.
The face, it makes lovely pendants.
Brilliant, yeah.
Really, and if you put the gleams on, when you've actually put the enamel in, it really brings the features out. It's lovely.
Lovely. And these are the Stellar Flash. So these are, here they are. So these are the little Stellar Flash, but you would be getting them in Moroccan colour, which I presume would be like a bronzy colour.
Yeah.
So you are getting everything, all for one price. You're getting your melting pot. You're getting 3 jewel enamels, amethyst, deep gold, and ruby red. You're getting 3 mica powders. That's in copper, silver, and yellow. You're getting your Silver Flash, Colourful Thoughts in the Moroccan, and then you're getting 3 of your silicone moulds, which are such good value. The ones that we sell here, because elsewhere they're so good quality, but elsewhere they charge a lot for those, don't they?
Do.
All for one price, and here it is. It's $79.95, £80. You get it all delivered to your door, and as soon as you get it, you are ready to play. 3 different colours of your jewel enamel, don't forget. So really, lots of options that you can play around with.
Lots of options. I think you need to get it home. And just have a play, and you'll soon be hooked.
Yeah. Now we've got some colours here. What have we got first? Pink one, dark gold, and diamond clear. Do you get? It's a little bundle. They're all together. Okay, have a look at these colours. Now the diamond clear is the one that you really can mix with everything, and you can use it as a glaze. That's this one here. Then we've got the pink sapphire, and then we've got the deep gold. Imagine a deep gold face. I want a deep gold face.
Yeah, and then you could put the gleams on and it would be amazing.
Oh, lovely deep gold. You don't get the face though, you've got to get that with the other one, with the starter kit. These are the enamel trio. It's RZGC21. And let's bring you your price. $8.25, 3 different colours. It's great value. You can really have a play around with these, and as I say, mix them together. That swirling like you do with cream and
it's fantastic.
Absolutely gorgeous. Great value. And I'm just going to give you the code for the starter kit as well. That was $79.95, and the code for that is LZFT65. Right, moving on.
Oh, I'm looking at the purple jewellery.
You want the purple one?
I'm looking at the purple. Oh, it's beautiful.
That's coming up later.
Purple. So once you've got your frame, and when I actually made mine, I didn't go into this much detail at first. I roughly did it, but I wanted you to sort of see what the frame should look like. So I positioned my flowers first, and how I did that was I just laid them on roughly where I wanted them, so that you could think, no, I need one lower, one higher, whatever. And then you need to wire them on. So let's take this one, getting tangled up. Now this is one that I made before when I was playing, and I just put one wire on, which is perfectly fine, but you'll see when I add it that it kind of flips up at the bottom, so that's why I did it the way that you just saw. So I wanted to have one at the top. So all I'm going to do is position my flower where I want it to be and wrap my wire.
The graphics on the screen at the moment are for the it says accessories kit. Oh, you get the enamel, the gleam, and yeah. So the one that's on the screen right now is your flower mould. You're getting your 2 different types of jewel enamel and your gleam gliding wax in your gold.
So when you're actually wrapping, put quite a bit of pressure as you pull your wire round, and just give it a little rocking motion. If your hands can't take that, you know, if that just is uncomfortable for your hands, then you can actually use your pliers, because this just stops that kind of jiggling about that you get, and that is true of the gemstones as well. So I'm just going to trim that at the back.
Yeah, if we could see the back as well, that would be...
So that, as you can see, let's move it out of the way, I've just literally, and I don't have to be too neat about the back because you can't see it at the front. Yeah. Now, obviously, if you're making this to sell, you would have to be neat at the back. You can't say to a customer, don't turn that over. Don't touch it. It's a bit like my cross stitch. It looks great at the front, rubbish at the back. But you could also, when I've made things like this to sell, I've actually put some glued some felt on the back there, so that it looks completely neat and tidy. And then I start to add my gemstones. Now this is where your 0.4 wire comes in. Take a nice workable strand. If you're not used to wire and you get in a pickle if you have a huge strand, it really doesn't matter, because you can add as you go along with this design, so that you don't have to have sort of a 2 metre piece of wire that you're trying to manipulate. Now I started behind my flower with my anchored piece.
Okay.
And really, I'm really just pulling it round, pulling it tight, and anchoring it into place. So I don't tend to trim my wires until the very end, my ends, in case I need to tighten up or whatever. So then I just decide which branch you're going to use, and just start to thread on. Now these little round beads I thought were good because they kind of made the wire look like stems growing. And I just place my bead onto my wire where I want it to sit, hold it with my other hand, and then wrap round a couple of times. And I finished my wrap at the opposite side because I quite liked the look of right, left as I went down.
Lovely.
So same thing again. Popping my bead on, using my fingers to actually catch it where I want it to be, and then wrapping it around. Now if you get to this stage and you think, actually I don't like it there, wire is so easy to work with that you can just position it where you want it to be. Lovely. Now these little, I wanted to add a little bit of purple in there as well. Yay. So exactly, got to have purple.
Got to have a bit of purple somewhere.
So I just added, instead of bringing my purple amethyst to the side, I actually ran it along the wire. And this made the strand go a bit further as well.
So if you wanted to hammer the 1.25, you would do that obviously before you all did this, but would you hammer it before you did any twists, or can you not twist?
I wouldn't hammer it before I did any twists. No. I did actually hammer the ends, but I did it. I did have beads on it, but I actually just, when I got sort of a third of the way down, imagine that's my block, I just put my end on the block and hammered it.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you did this with thinner wire, you might actually want to thread some beads on there before you did the loops.
Yeah.
But I like the thick wire. I mean, you could trim it at the end and not have any sort of little tentacles hanging down, but I quite liked the hammered look of the thick wire. Why not, why not make the most of it?
Yeah.
So yes, you can do that, but you've got to make sure that you haven't got any beads there because you'll smash them. To place
and you can't hammer
block.
on a. If anything crosses though, can you?
No.
Is that right? Yeah.
No, because it will weaken the wire.
Yeah.
So what I tend to do, as you can see, I hammered the bottom really quite a lot so that it kind of spayed out and I got a good texture. And I came up so that it was thick and then it went thinner, and these haven't been touched with the hammer. And because this wire is so thick, you don't need to hammer it, but it does give it that quite, if you're going to leave ends, it gives it that nice vine sort of effect. So the way to add the leaves, this is great fun. If you've ever made tiaras, it's a very similar process. You just thread on your bead. Make sure that you thread it on in the direction that you want it to sit. So if you want it to sit as a leaf, sort of wide end to thin end, thread it on there. Get it to where you want it. Take your wire down the back and pull it so that it's quite tight. Pinch at the bottom and twist. So you actually want to finish with the leaf facing the front and the wire stays at the back. If you over twist, you'll break it because it's 0.4. So just be mindful of that as you're working.
The code and the price for the 3 strands of gemstones that Debbie is using, that includes the carved fluorite leaves, the amethyst and the jadeite, and then what else was it that came with it? Oh, it was the wire. It was the wire. It was 0.4, 10 meters of, and 10 meters of the 0.12, no, the 1.25. So that's your real strong wire. 0.4 and the 1.25, both in 10 meters, and it's for the price of $29.95.
So you can be really quite creative as you wire on. I didn't think about where I wanted my leaves to go until I started wiring them on, and then I thought, oh, I want 2 coming out of the bottom of the flower or whatever, and I sort of positioned them along my design as I went, and then thought, oh yes, I do want that there, and then wired it in. So that's sort of easy. When you come to a piece of wire that crosses over, even though that is very strong wire, it still could open. So I just made sure that it stayed closed by bringing the wire through the centre and just doing a couple of turns through the middle so that you have now joined those two. You've anchored those 2 pieces of wire together. And you can always cover that with a gemstone if you wish. But I wanted to see that detail, so I left that. And you just continue down your little vine. Now you'll find as you go along that you might want one of your vines to be more intricate and the other one to be plainer. It depends on the feel. You might want to see more wire in one than you do the other. Now if you found, say now, that you've only got this much wire left and you've not reached the end, it's just not a problem. All you would do is tuck that in behind, squeeze it with your fingers or your pliers so that it's nice and secure, and then trim off, and then you just simply start again with a new piece of wire.
Cool.
So I would recommend that if you're not used to wire and you get a little bit in a pickle, just do little short lengths as you go along.
Yeah.
And then you just start as I did before, anchor it on and continue down. Because it's quite an organic design, actually having the wire wrapping round is part of it, so it doesn't have to be really tightly together and very neat. If you don't want it to be, it can be. And then when I reached the end, I wanted to have my leaves dangling down.
Oh, lovely.
So that was a separate piece of wire. Just take that off.
See. Oh yeah.
Can you see?
Oh yeah.
So that you've actually
those.
got a bit of movement happening off of 3 of your branches. But the shorter branch, I decided I didn't want a leaf coming off of, because that was going to sort of sit at the throat area and I felt it was too much. So I just left it plain. So it's completely up to you where you want to hang those from. You could have them hanging from your loops up here if you wanted to. So I just took a piece of wire, decided which leaf I wanted to hang. I'll just move that out of the way. Placed it into my leaf, down to sort of the middle of my strand. Again, exactly the same as we did before. Pinch the wire down the back. If you want to have like a little stem, then you want to pinch, leaving your sort of couple of centimetres for your little stem. Twist. Again, you want to twist so that it's firm, but not so that you're going to snap it. And then I just trimmed it so that it had a workable length. Take my round nose pliers, oh, there they are, and I wrap loop it to wherever I want it on my design.
Oh, I
Can you see?
Okay.
So I've wrap looped it on. Grab it with the pliers. I'm so impressed I'm doing this without my glasses. I just realised. Look at
Where
that.
are they?
I can see they're just there. You know, let's make life difficult. Why
That is
not?
impressive. Oh, the large toolkit is BECR04 and it's $15.95. If you want to, if you didn't catch that code, don't worry. Just call up the phones, the call centre, and they will be able to help you. They're really good. We'll get it shown in the ad break actually, which is coming up in maybe about 20 minutes or something. So don't go away.
Okay, so I've actually suspended that leaf from the bottom there. And what's really nice about having some of these hanging is that they give a nice bit of movement to your jewellery. And I really do like jewellery with a bit of movement in it as it sits.
Because it's
sort
quite
of around your neck.
a strong piece. It's just nice to have something a little bit different.
Something sort of moving. Now, obviously, this is going to sit against your skin. So you've got to make sure that any pieces of wire that you have sticking out are trimmed and tucked in. When you come to the end of, you would basically do as I've just done, but for all of your branches, then you just want to make sure that everything's where it should be and it's anchored into place. Once it is, just take your pliers and squeeze your wire so that it's tight and everything's going to sit firmly, and then cut off your ends and get rid of them. Because however lovely and gorgeous a piece of jewellery looks, if it's not comfortable, people won't wear it.
Yeah.
You know, will they? So even after you've done that, I take my hands, my fingers, and I run them along the back of the piece so that I can't feel any wire protruding or any sharp ends. And if you do have a sharp end that you can't cut off, you can actually file it with your needle file, or if you haven't got any of those sorts of tools, a nail file will do it.
Really?
You can file the end so that you can rub your hand over it and it will be nice and smooth. And when you've actually finished assembling your piece, and it's exactly as I've shown you, just to your taste all the way around, then you can actually put it on and manipulate it as to where you want it to sit. So the one there I've actually manipulated to look good on the bust so that you could see. But that's the wonderful thing about wire. It's a bit like a cuff.
I'm just going to have a little play just to see how easy it is to bend.
Can you see?
Even with the 1.25, yeah.
So you would put it on like you do with a cuff. You sort of open it to put a cuff on, and then you would position it on yourself where you want it to sit. So how it looks on a bust and how it looks on your neck can be exactly as you want it to be. So it looks like a really intricate piece, but it's not hard to make, is it? It's not difficult. You don't have to be a Laura Binding, very intricate genius to make it. You know, I think it's something that you can make. I wouldn't call myself a wire worker. I use wire. I'm not a wire worker, but I think but I love wire, and I think just adding these different elements together, you can get something quite breathtaking,
really
exciting.
Striking piece. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's bring you some more colours of our jewel enamel, and this just sprinkles into your melting pot. Now we've got our purples here. So we've got our amethyst, our purple sapphire, and our light pewter.
That's beautiful. If you add a little bit of that dark into a pot of a colour, say I added a little bit of black into the red, and you just swirl it, not too much. Oh, it comes out. You never know how it's going to pour. It's amazing.
Gorgeous. So that's the light pewter, the purple sapphire, and the amethyst that you have there. All for one price. $8.25.
That's good.
And these will go. It will go such a long way.
And aren't they usually like? Weren't they to start off with $7.95 a pot?
What a pot!
Wow, that's brilliant. So that's for all three?
That's for all three. For all three of those colours, yeah.
That's really good.
And then we did have another colourway earlier, which was our deep gold, our pink, and our diamond clear as well. And I think that was, oh, let's have the code for that one. Let me just show that one. That is RZDCGC. RZGC21. That was for that, and that was also $8.25. So yeah, great value. And because you can make so much. I mean, let's have a look at how much you've got left in the red pot.
I've got quite a bit left.
And that's been used for all of these?
That's been used for all of these.
There's more here.
Some of those I used my own jewel enamel for because I was playing, so I sort of mixed it up. But I've certainly made, I would say, 6 flowers.
And there's still loads in the pot.
There's loads in the pot. So what I'll do is reheat that and tip it out and just reuse it.
Pop it on your mat.
Pop it on my mat and put it in my odds and ends pot, and then I'll reuse it, which I usually would have done as I went along, but for quickness. So that's going to go a long way. If you wanted to make a few of these, or you wanted to make some earrings, you could wire one of those onto a bail and make a ring. That would be easy enough. And you wanted it to go a little bit further, then just add more of your clear, because in this instance, because we are going for a matte finish and we're putting our gleams on, it doesn't have to be very bold colour, and it's not going to dilute it that much. So it's still going to be red, but you're adding your gleam. So you can add as much of the diamond clear to this as you want. You could even do half and half, I would think. I think that's what I did in the first place, half and half. And it just goes a long way so that you've always got, you know, your bit more of your red if you need it.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. Once you get playing, you realise how far these actually do go. And you can make your own components. You know, you get your gemstones. You want to make things that match flowers, stars, whatever it may be, leaves, faces, and you can do that in whatever colour of enamel that you've got. So very soon, the ones you've got aren't enough because you want it to go with all your gemstones. I think this is very good for all of those.
Because I'm just thinking, if you wanted to make a brooch, could you just set a brooch?
Another tip that I actually saw from Liz, which I have done sometimes when I'm at home, is when you're actually embedding your finding in or your wire, you can use the back of another mould to sit it on. So rather than hold it, you know, you could get it where you wanted it to be and then just leave it there. You can do that. So yes, and you could, if you've got a little brooch finding, then maybe you'd have to put it onto the wire because you don't. It's quite little, and then hold the wire over the top. So, but of course you can do it the conventional way. You can glue things on. Just glue things on. If you're thinking, oh, that looks a bit fiddly, just glue your wire on afterwards or whatever. I mean, with this wire it is quite fine, so I wouldn't glue that on. I don't think it would hold.
I'm thinking a face with some sari ribbon or something like that, but like on the back and then on a brooch, like.
And I did leaves. I did the face, and then I did like all leaves round the gemstone leaves round the face. So it kind of looked like a little figure, like a little spiritual figure with the leaves, and it was real, like he was peeping out. I'll put that on my Facebook page later. But yeah, that was the first mould I played with, was the face.
Fabulous. Right, we've got the Jewel Enamel Essentials. That's coming over here. We're getting busy. We're getting busy on the desk. No, not. Don't apologise for. Get it out. I will not work like this.
This is the one that I used because I've actually I bought it from you guys. So this is I cut mine down. That's what's good about this, is you can cut some off the end, and then if you want to put your bezels in the pot and your enamel in the bezel, then you just put a bit of that inside. So it's it makes it go a long way.
I don't understand. Sorry.
If you were going to,
where's the bezels?
Where's the bezels? Hold on, I've got some. I think.
Oh, there's one over there. There's a bezel over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you wanted to, you could pour your enamel into that, or you could take a piece of that non-stick paper, pop this on top, put this in your melting pot and put your enamel inside. Heat up the melting pot, the enamel will melt, and then you could take a cocktail stick and yeah. And so that's sort of another way, and this is where you can use your die cutting as well to add sort of extra shapes and things if you wanted to. You could keep it and then put something on the top so it's stuck there, or you can wait for it to dry and then stick it on. So that's why you'll find the more you get into it, the more ideas that you get with your melting pot, and the more of these pieces of this that you tend to use, because it's invaluable. And this is such a great big craft sheet that I literally cut a strip off for when I wanted to do projects like this. Brilliant. And then cut it down.
Lovely, thank you. So a real essential, and as earlier I just saw a little drop had fallen off there. But then as soon as that's done, that can go straight back in the melting pot or into the thing.
It's literally, it turns into a solid piece. So if I put that back in the melting pot, it would just go down again. So I just put all those pieces in a jar.
You know, there's a certain designer, Tatty Divine, and the stuff that she does, it's all perspex and things. Right. But she makes like crazy things that have words or whatever.
Fantastic.
But maybe you could you pour it into a word, or is that just getting silly?
Yeah, I think, didn't Hannah do a tutorial, I believe it's on the website, where she got polymer clay and she extruded a shape and then she poured this into the shape. So presumably you'd have to have wire or clay or something to have the outline of your words, and then you'd have to pour it in. But I'm sure it could be done. So again, that the ideas come, don't they? The more you think about it.
And just have a play around. And like you say, you can just once it's set, throw it back into the pot and melt it down if you don't like it. So we've got this is your is it Teflon coating presumably? Your heat mat, and then we've got a spare pan as well. So if you have already got the melting pot, then you can use this as well. This is great if you want multi-projects as well, or you're going from 2 different colours a lot of the time and you don't always want to keep on cleaning everything all the time. Now I think that's really important with the diamond clear as well, isn't it? Yeah. That before you put a diamond clear, you obviously have to get it sparkling.
Yeah, because if I wanted now to use my diamond clear to go over a photograph or a picture or something, if I had a little bit of, even the teeniest bit of red left in there, it would slightly colour it. I actually need one of these because I think that they're invaluable in the fact that maybe I would just keep that for the diamond clear and then use my main pot for my colours. It just makes life a lot easier. I mean, it can be done. You can clean it completely so there's no residue. But if you're going to use it a lot, then why not just have an extra pan, because it just makes it easy. You can have your extra pan for your diamond clear on its own and then your actual pot for your colours.
I love it. I love it. It's so you're getting both pieces for one price, and here we go. It's just $12.95. Great value there. And you're getting this, which, as we've mentioned, is absolutely invaluable.
If you Google these are really expensive on their own.
Are they?
Yeah, because I was thinking, you were out of stock, and I was thinking maybe I wanted another one. They were really expensive, and I thought, no, I'll wait.
I do that all the time. Great value, just $12.95. I've loved this.
It's very exciting. It is really exciting.
I'm thinking like just to start off making splats and different things.
You can just pour it straight onto the mat. And see what you come up with. You can pour it into water, which is what we do with metal. We'll melt down silver, melt it right down, and then pour it into water, and you get this kind of shapes, and you can do it with this. But obviously instead of silver shapes, you've got enamel shapes, great. And then you can maybe stick them in a bezel and put some glitter. You really can be creative with this. It's fantastic.
Wow, that's how my mum used to check that the fudge was cooked. She'd put a drop of the fudge in cold water, and then it would soften, yeah. But I want to try it and see what shape you can make.
It's excellent.
Great work, lovely. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Now, Pete's loading up his hands. I'm just going to pop this. Where can we put? Is it all right on there?
Yes, it'll be cool
on there.
now.
I'm just going to pop that there. Lovely. Pete the Meat, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
Thanks, Pete. It's actually not rude. It's not rude why you're called Pete the Meat. It's a random story, but Lovely. Thanks, Pete.
Wow.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to take it off anyway. Don't worry. Right, let me pop that down there. Oh, so Debbie did a fabulous polymer clay design earlier, putting it in bezels. So we've got a lovely blue option here. Let's have a look. What have we got here? We've got blood jasper. Blood jasper. These are in plain rounds and they are 10 mils. You're getting 240 carats. Now I must admit, I've not come across blood jasper before. I would always imagine that it would be, oh look, yeah, look. It's got little red flecks in it. Can you see those? Love that. That is cool, blood jasper. But essentially they're great blues. But then you get that little bit of red coming through it. Gorgeous, really unique piece. Unique strand that you're getting here. Then you've got blue colour-coded quartz. Now the quality of these.
Wowee, that's beautiful.
All about that cut, isn't it? Oh. Have a little look. This is 170 carats of the blue colour-coated quartz. They are on graduated, faceted strand of medium nuggets. 12 times 7 to 18 times 11 mils on a 15 centimetre strand. I want to show this strand on its own, if that's okay, just because I really want to show off those cuts that you are getting with it. Look at these. What would you do with this strand?
Do you know, I'm just looking at the whole, is this our kit?
Yeah.
It's just endless. You just look at it and it's just the work's done for you. I mean, the sparkle of these gorgeous gemstones go beautifully with kind of more of the matte finish of the last ones. And then you've got everything to match. Just, you could do whole sets with this. It's beautiful.
Gorgeous. Look at those.
That's, camera's not even doing that justice. That's just even more beautiful than it looks on screen,
yeah,
isn't it?
I'd go with that actually. Really great colour. So you're getting the 2 strands. Then we've got polymer clay. So we've got polymer clay in the navy, the peacock pearl, and the white. Now, a white is so essential in your polymer clay, isn't it?
Yeah.
Debbie was telling me that there's one woman and she only works with 3 colours and a white, and everything she mixes by hand.
Wow.
Because you just a little bit, you can just start playing around with the colours, and it's great when you've got 3 packs as well, because then when you want to really create amazing textures and patterns in your designs, then you've got plenty there to play with. And then look at these.
They're lovely. I need those.
We've got great colours.
Oh wow!
You always have one that's stuck down. We've got blues, but aren't they rich and sparkly?
That's a greeny blue. That's beautiful, like peacock. Oh, it's called peacock.
Yeah.
Funny that.
Let's have a little look at the colour. I didn't even read this. Peacock, patina blue, and verdigris.
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 Yeah.
Verdigris. What's it?
It's just a colour they do. I sometimes use inks that are that colour that they call verdigris. It's a beautiful, vibrant green colour. It almost looks like an ageing effect when you put it onto metal anyway.
Well, again, it's going back to that vintage, that kind of lost glamour.
Yeah.
I really want to see these colours.
Pop it on there.
Can we pop it on here? Let's have a little bit of apply. Oh, we'll get a price out. It's called Cool Waters, and this is your price. $24.95. That's for 2 strands. I mean, this strand alone. Can we just check if this is Gems of Distinction? I don't know whether it comes out on the red enough, does it?
It's quite sparkly as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal it.
Have a play.
It's quite sparkly, but yeah, you would put that, if you put that on to a complementing colour.
Oh, there you go. You're getting much more of it now.
And it's actually really
I'm just going to put my finger in so you can see. There you go.
It's really quite sparkly. It's quite 3-dimensional.
Yeah,
really,
yeah,
isn't it?
lovely.
Do you know what I mean? It's got real kind of peacock colours to it. So that would be good for a centre if you wanted a green centre to your flowers.
Oh,
you could use
pretty.
That,
yeah, absolutely. Well, so that's just $24.95. That is for the 2 strands. We're going to recap. We're going to go on a very, very quick break. Do not to go anywhere. We've still got loads to come up. We'll see you after this.
Get your Christmas shopping done this weekend by tuning into the Miss It Miss Out show for some fantastic offers, crazy deals and low prices. Get all wrapped up in the Miss It Miss Out show, only on Jewellery Maker.
Join us on Jewellery Maker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be Jewellery Maker.
The new year is fast approaching and we're getting ready to go out with a bang. You can get involved by voting in the annual JM Awards. Check out Facebook from Monday the 25th of November at 10 AM, where we will release a different voting category each day until December the 6th. Get involved with Jewellery Maker. Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Are you looking to create bespoke bridal jewellery? Then come and join guest designer Sheila on our bridal workshop. Sheila will guide you through how to design stunning accessories, including techniques using headbands, hair combs and tiaras. The full course includes a selection of hair combs and headbands, a selection of findings and wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a trip to our gemstone museum. All of this for just $69.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655.
Welcome back to our Designer Inspiration show. Just to recap, what we had before the break was this fabulous blue bundle. It's called Cool Waters Collection. It comes with 3 different types of polymer clay, 3 different colours of our gleam. Now the gleam we've got in this incredible green. It's the peacock, the verdigris, and the patina blue, but they've got sparkle in them. They're absolutely stunning. I don't think you quite catch the sparkle element of the gleams, but then you are getting blood jasper in this fabulous blue. Ooh, I'm knocking everything over. Have a little look. So what makes it the blood jasper is because it's every now and then it's got flecks of red in it. Very, very stunning. And then this, it's a strand of distinction. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's colour coated quartz. 170 carats, as I say, strand of distinction. 1, because of the quality of the quartz, and 2, because of that cut. Absolutely stunning, beautifully faceted. Debbie was lusting after this. We had to prize it off her in the break. Really gorgeous. It's GQGC14 for your Cool Waters collection at just $24.95. There's a lot in this. Right, we've got to moving on from that. Now, we've got another bundle, a chocolate orange bundle that is coming up for you. just to let you know, while all this is going on, Debbie has got to, it never stops for you today, does it? She's got to start beavering away
I'm on the
at her designer challenge. She's got 3 strands. And she's going to create something fabulous. Of course she's going to create something fabulous. No pressure. No pressure at all. Oh, right. Okay, if you saw the polymer clay earlier in the bezels, if you have seen any of Debbie Bolford's fabulous demonstrations as well, there's so much that you can do with your polymer clay. Now here we have an ecru and an orange. As I said earlier, having a white polymer clay is really, really important because, oh, one's upside down, that's my orange, because you can add it to other colours, you get a different, obviously you start making your own colours, and it doesn't have to be, I think she just uses primary colours, somebody out that Debbie knows. She uses like a red, a green and a blue and has a white or something like that that she can mix into. The ecru is so good for that as well. So you're getting your 2 polymer clays, you're then getting your glitters in a deep bronze. Look at the glitters in that. Have a little look. Oh, lovely camera work. Look at that. And this is, let me just check what we are calling it. Oh, it's called burnt sugar brown glitter. That's what you're getting here. That's our burnt sugar brown. Then brown sugar. You know it tastes so good. We've got 2 strands here. The orange one that you can see is the fabulous shell pearl, orange shell pearl frosted round beads, and that's approximately 6 mils. And then you've got where's my other one? Oh, it is. They are chocolate cultured potato pearls, and they are approximately 8 mils. But they've got a real bronze effect to them as well. They glow, not a matte finish, really beautiful. Then we've got the satin glaze. Now with the satin glaze, Debbie, is that something that it's just going to give a little shine to your pieces?
Yeah, it gives, yes.
It's like a varnish.
Yeah, it gives a satin effect rather than too glossy, but not matte. It's somewhere in between.
Oh, nice.
So different finishes, it's nice.
Really lovely. Then we've got 100 metres of your 0.25 copper wire. Now this is for your for your real delicate work. You can crochet with this. It's for your wire wrapping. Very beautiful. And then now I know how expensive these are. We've got cutters. You are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different size cutters in each of these packs, and we've got 5 different packs. Have a little look at what cookery shops sell these for. Believe you me, you might want to get 2 packs of these and have 1 for your cooking and 1 for your clay. Look, so you've got this shape, like your flower shape. Then we've got our rounds. Then we've got our hearts, just like Debbie's bezel heart pendant that she made earlier. Then we've got our star, essential at this time of year, and then we've got our teardrop as well. That's 5 different types, each with 5 in them. They won't stand up. That's asking too much. And we've got our pearls. So just to recap, you are getting everything that you can see here. That includes your 25 pieces of your multi-shape clay cutter set, 100 meters of your 0.5 mil copper wire. You're getting your potato pearls, you're getting your ecru and your orange polymer clay, you're getting your satin finish varnish, you're getting your glitter, and you're getting your shell orange beads. Everything. It's called chocolate orange. Can you see why? It's LZGC37, and this is your price. $29.95. You're getting a lot here. I want to see this satin. Maybe we'll save that for next time. Whoop, I got it. I want to see the satin varnish but we'll save that for another day. Get it home, you can play around to your heart's content. Loads going on here, loads going on. You can really start creating. Don't forget, you can jump on the phones. It's a free phone number. You can buy on the website, and it's only ever one postage and packing. That is our chocolate orange. It is $29.95. But coming up now, it's a star buy. $55 carats of tanzanite. Have a look. They are faceted pairs. It's a brand new strand, and it's a massive favourite. That gorgeous tanzanite, 55 carats. They range from 8 times 5 to 12 times 8 mils on a 22 centimetre strand. Tanzanite. If you are new to Jewellery Maker, you might not be aware of the history that is behind tanzanite. It wasn't found until the 1960s. And then it has just risen and risen in fame. It is been named tanzanite mainly because it's from Tanzania, but it was actually the name that Tiffany & Co. gave this brand new gemstone back in the 1960s, and they called it tanzanite. It's incredible. You've got that amazing blue. Blue is, of course, the most popular colour in Britain as well, so you know that whoever you are making for using this, they are gonna love it. EQRU74 for your tanzanite. Let's bring you a price. $21.95. I have seen tanzanite for twice that price, and that's at Jewellery Maker prices as well. They're faceted, so not only are you getting fabulous tanzanite, but you are getting them faceted to perfection. It is, of course, a Gems of Distinction strand. It comes with its tassels as well. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. We've got to move on this star buy. Tanzanite for $21.95. Great, great value. It's a free phone number. And don't forget to check out of your baskets as soon as you can. Right, we have got our last chance saloon section now. I do need to apologise. Now we're low in stock on some of these. It's called Last Chance of Saloon. You're kind of, it's a bit of a miss it, miss out. Loving that. Brilliant. I would like a cowboy hat, yeah, and a pint of sarsaparilla would be lovely, thank you. Whip, crack away, whip, crack away, whip, crack away. Right, where are we starting? So we're low in stock. The number is at the bottom of your screen. If you're buying on the website, you don't have a number, just make sure you put everything into your basket and keep regularly checking out of your basket. If it says that you've got it in your basket, then when you come to check out, you haven't secured it, sorry, until you've gone to check out. So if it's in your basket and then you refresh your page, it might have then say low in stock or no stock. So please be quick off the mark. Where are we starting? Can we do 9 at some point? It's amazing. Okay, we'll do 9 next. Oh, mind you, look at the blue in this. This is blue colour-coated Chalcedony. I've seen blue colour-coated Chalcedony before. I have never seen it at this incredible colour. It's deep and rich and gorgeous. 130 carats. These are faceted rounds and they are 12 mils and they are on 18 centimetre strand. An incredible colour. Of course, you've got the facets picking up the light there. Mix this with your lapis lazuli and your pyrite. Instantly, you've got something very amazing there. CWRU38 is your item number and we're limited in stock. Get ready because here's your price. $9.95. An amazing, intense colour. I've not seen a gemstone as deep blue as you are getting here. Stunning. Now, as I say, we're limited in stock. Jump on the phone lines and make sure you check out of your baskets as soon as you can. It's going to be a crazy whip crack away thing. Event. I like that. Whip crack away event. Oh, I pick it. I'm presuming we're doing number 9. He's like, why not? You've got it. Okay. I need to show each one of these individually. This is Botswana agate. Botswana agate is the royalty of agate. We've only got 20, how many? 25 in stock. Look at the patterns that you are getting. That is not many at all. That is for the entire British Isles that we have got here. And look at what you are getting. Oh, look at that. I love that side. Bam. Loving that side. Each one of these is absolutely stunning. I'm not stopping until they've seen them all. Oh, look at that. Magic does go with my nail varnish. I think I need a wall in my house that's this colour, just because everything goes with it. Gorgeous, gorgeous. You are getting 2, 4, 6, 8 beads on here. Beads, they're like slabs, they're amazing. 500 carats on the whole strand, and they are 50 times 25 mils. They are huge. I would say they were more than that. Well, maybe, yeah, 5 centimetres, yeah, I suppose. They're just whopping. Just having one of these, just single, on some cord, maybe that delicate macrame knotting. Absolutely gorgeous. No, we don't have many of these in stock. We are very low in stock. VWPO 49. And this is your price, $8.95. Did I count 8 on there? Just over £1 a piece. They are stunning. If you were to sell your jewellery, if you had some cord, some leather put through this, how much could you sell a bracelet for? I mean, easily £6. Easily. And you can make 8 out of these. With something like this, it is going to be a showpiece in your design. You don't have to be gem heavy because this speaks for itself. Absolutely stunning strand. I love it. Where's my favourite? This one. That one's my favourite. Okay, they're going quickly. They're going very quickly. $8.95. If you are on the website, you need to check out of your basket. If you've got something in your basket, you need to check out now. Only ever 1 postage and packing. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Moving on. Box number 18. Chrome dioxide. Okay, we have 11 of these in stock. It is our chrome dioxide. It's from Siberia. They can only mine it 3 months of the year, because otherwise the ground is too solid, it's too cold. So we're going to show you a picture of Siberia. This is the summer in Siberia. Lovely. These are the mines where you get chrome dioxide. Again, this was another one that wasn't found until the 1960s or 1970s, was it, chrome dioxide? And it started making its way across Europe, and gem collectors everywhere had to get a piece of this fabulous green gemstone. You are getting 30 carats of your chrome dioxide here. They run from 6 times 3 mils to 10 times 7 mils on an 18 centimetre strand. Very, very pretty. That amazing green that you are getting. Absolutely beautiful. We're low in stock. We have 11 for the whole of the British Isles, and this is your price. It's $49.95. Now, we've already got somebody on the phone for them. Yes, it's a considered purchase. Absolutely. I'm not saying it isn't. However, for something that can only be mined 3 months of the year for something that is this colour. It's very, very unique. This is the sort of thing where I would recommend getting the certificate of authenticity. That is going to prove for whoever you're making for that you have got the real McCoy here. It's only 50p. You can add it to your order when you check out of your baskets on the website, or you can just speak to the call centre. You can also download it free of charge once your order has been sent. Now, moving on, I've got some peach moonstone here, and we've only got 8 of these. They are faceted drops. It's that colour that is going to go with everything. It's that beautiful nude tone, but you're getting a mixture of nudes there as well. That really lifts the piece, that natural Mother Nature beauty, whereas sometimes you've got different colours in one bead. Beautiful, very, very pretty. 90 carats of your peach moonstone on a graduated strand. The beads range from 7 times 5 to 15 times 8 mil on an 18 centimetre strand. We are in single figures on this one. Let's bring you the price. It's $7.95. $7.95 for this kind of quality. Is it a strand of distinction? It is. It's a strand of distinction as well. You're getting that fabulous moonstone. And then, is it part of the feldspar? You get an amazing gleam coming from this. Look. Very, very nice. Gorgeous strand. And as I say, it is going to go with everything. It's practically a nude colour. Everybody needs a pair of nude shoes. Even my mum has a pair of nude shoes. $7.95. Jump on the phone lines. Check out of your baskets as soon as you can. Oh, we've got one. Okay, which was this? Okay, we've only got one of these. It's Imperial Topaz. They're fabulous cuts. Get ready, we're going to bring you a price instantly on this one. We do only have one. Imperial Topaz is the king of topaz, the royalty of topaz. I'm ready for the price. It is $11.95. DGRU37. I'm sorry for the scramble, I really am, but we only have one of these left in stock. Imperial Topaz, the very best topaz that you can get, and it's beautiful. Who's going to get it? There is somebody on the phones. It hasn't been checked out of the basket yet. Okay, gorgeous. Sorry about that, to do that to you. Box number 12. Congratulations to whoever was that quick. That went very quickly. Have a look. This is your yellow fluorite, 700 carats that you're getting here. I love my chunky jewellery and I love this. Imagine this with tiger's eye, whether you want to go with chunky tiger's eye or maybe 8 mil rounds or something like that, just to separate it. Absolutely gorgeous. We are low in stock on this. It's a hefty strand, beautiful faceted nuggets that you are getting here. 13 times 11 mils to 29 times 18 mils. I'm going to do a little bit of a count if I can. Let me just see how many you're getting. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. There's 15 chunky pieces here. And maybe you just want to put it on a talk. Keep it really simple. Maybe you want to go gem heavy and really show off these fabulous pieces. Great honey tones that you're getting, those lovely goldens. MIGP91 is your item number, and this is your price. $14.95, just under £1 for my strand. Don't forget, we do it in carat weight. That is 700 carats, but that's an average of what you're going to get is 15 on a strand. Gorgeous. Do you like these, Pip? Yeah, they're fab, aren't they? Really chunky. $14.95. Jump on the phone lines and make sure you check out of your baskets as soon as you can. Gorgeous. Moving on. Box number 13. Pink. I've never seen pink opal. Oh, so I should really show you. Really pretty. Look at that. Aren't they lovely? Soft, soft pink. Graduated puffy coins. 7 to 12 mils on an 18 centimetre strand. We're limited in stock on these. What would you do with this strand, Debbie?
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? I think it'd be one of those that, you know, we were saying earlier that you have it for your special.
Yeah, yeah.
It's quite occasionally though, isn't it? So it would be quite nice for something simple just to show the quality of the stones.
Yeah.
A couple of earrings, maybe a pendant on a plain chain would be lovely.
It would go very well with the dress my mum wore to my wedding with some grey moonstone. I love pink and grey.
It's beautiful.
Lovely, thank you. DFIK07. Get ready, we're limited in stock and this is your price. £9.95. It's a strand of distinction, absolutely beautiful. Those soft romantic pink hues, really lovely. As I say, if you have got grey moonstone, I think it's going to work really well with that. Beautiful as a real occasional piece, as Debbie said. It's really weird when you see initials DF, Dan Ford. I know a man called Dan Ford, and I used to work with him, and I nearly said Dan Ford IK. 14. 60 carats of morganite. Gorgeous. Lovely. It's part of the beryl family, is your morganite. It's got that lovely soft pink colour to it. It's got such a history behind it as well, of the meaning behind it. Do a little Google. It's really powerful for women to have morganite. It allows them to have self-confidence, to be able to stand on their own. Really, really beautiful. HIRU73, and we are limited in stock. As strands of morganite go, this is up there with the best. This really is. Let's bring you a price. It's £21.95. If you have seen morganite before, then you will know that that is a very, very reasonable price for this beautiful strand, because you've got faceted drops, you've got sizable drops as well. Don't forget, it is harder to get the bigger size gemstones. Oh, which box did I get this out of? I think what you told me, but I might be wrong. 14. Have I picked up the wrong one? Oh no. Oh no. Hold on, so hold on. Box number 8 is what we're showing. There's not a massive amount of difference. This is more pink, actually. This is more pink. So this is, sorry, I just want to show you the right. They're very, very similar. This is slightly different. Now, to be honest, there's not a lot of difference. But if you wanted the other strand, then that's coming up later, and obviously you can just cancel your order. I do apologise for that. And these ones are going. So these are slightly smaller. They are 7x5 to 13x9 mils. 60 carats. I'm just going to do a little bit of a count because I feel like there's more on this strand. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. You are getting 14 on a strand. Gorgeous. We're limited on stock. Jump on the phone lines and don't forget to check out your baskets as soon as you can. We are doing Last Chance Saloon. Right, we are going to show the other one as well. And these ones are slightly bigger. That's all right, Pip. These ones are 9x5 to 16x8. So this is the bigger strand. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. There's 11 on my strand. We are very low in stock on these. We are very low. Get ready. DBGK 16, 21.95. They are bigger. They are a lot bigger. And as I said, when I thought I was doing these ones and I wasn't doing these ones, it all got a bit confusing. That obviously, to get the bigger gemstones is far more difficult to find. Lovely, lovely. We're moving on. Box number 22. Gold-plated copper chain, and they're twisted as well. I'm loving these chains that we've had on. When was it? When was I last on? Was it Monday I was in? And I worked with Natalia, and we had a fabulous piece. Have a little look on the Facebook page and go on to Monday Natalia Makes, and she's done an amazing thing with chain. Absolutely stunning. DCAZ 86, we've got under 20 in stock. Is a 38 centimetre strand that you are getting here, or chain that you are getting, and the oval links are approximately 23 times 12 mil as well. Let me just show you. Actually, 38 centimetres is quite a lot when you look at it like that. You could easily use this in 2 or maybe 3 makes that Natalia used the other day in your inner rock chick. I love the twisted effect as well. Really lovely. Let's bring you a price on these. No, that's great. $6.95. It's gold-plated copper chain. Get this home. Have a play around with it. I love it. How many times does that wrap around my wrist? Twice. There's a little bit of room. If you have a larger wrist than I do, by the time you've got that clasp on there, then I still think it will wrap around a normal wrist as well. Lovely, lovely. Chain is great with your sari silk designs. If you've got any of that, you can weave in and out of this as well, and really add some texture and some colour to your designs for a fabulous showcase piece that you can then, if you want to sell on, then you've got to think about how much showcase pieces are on the high street when they don't use genuine gemstones. Gorgeous. Right, we're going to move on. Moving on. Box number 23. These are your gold-plated 925 sterling silver star beads. You are getting 5 pieces, and they are drilled like, oops, I'm going to just pop it like, oh, can I? There you go. Have a little look. Perfect for this time of year. They make beautiful charms as well. Really lovely in earrings. They're delicate, but it's great to add that metallic luster to any design. As I say, it's your high end as well. It is your gold-plated 925 sterling silver beads. Very, very pretty. They're drilled through one of the points in the star, and then it comes out through the pit in between the points, just to give it a lovely symmetrical quality to your design. UBAZ 76, and this is your price. $7.95, as I say, it is your high-end, beautiful pieces. And is it part of the Chandi collection? Yeah, it's part of the Chandi collection as well, which means that not a lot of these were made. When they were made, they were all made by hand. You're getting a real quality workmanship in these for just $7.95. Okay, those are going very, very quickly. 5 gold stars. Oh, okay, we're going for, we've only got one of these. I have to clear the space. Box number 19. It's Mandarin Garnet, folks. I do apologise. I hate to do a scramble, but we only have one of these left in stock. The gorgeous Mandarin Garnet. Now, these are plain rounds, but it's that colour. It's that colour that speaks for itself. 25 carats. They are plain rounds, approximately. Oh, that is on a graduated strand, so they go from 6 to 5 mils on a 12 centimetre strand. This is your price. $59.95. Yes, it's a considered purchase, but yes, it is top quality mandarin garnet. Do not forget that we've got our extended money back guarantee at the moment as well. Beautiful colour. It's up until the 31st of January is your guarantee at the moment. We normally do 30 days, but now you've got 60. Gosh, it is 60, isn't it, as well? Right, that one's gone. I do apologise for that. What's next, boss? Box number 3. Pre-night graduated medium nuggets that you've got here. That gorgeous green. What did I say? Graduated. Graduated. PJRU57, it's our last chance saloon. We are limited in stock on this. These are beautiful because they've got that organic feel to them. They've just been polished, they haven't been cut, they're natural, it's organic, it's really lovely, almost summery as well, I think. What would I mix with these? I reckon rose quartz would look fabulous with this. Citrine, maybe keep it lovely and organic just to show off those fabulous gemstones. Very, very pretty. And we've done you a very good price. Let's bring it up, Pip. $7.95. This is for 170 carats. Now the middle one looks pretty big. Yeah, they start at 8 times 6 and they go up to 18 times 10 mils. Gorgeous. Look at that. Huge pieces on a 20 centimetre strand. Really, really pretty. Jump on the phone lines. Don't forget to check out of your baskets. We're very low in stock on these. We've got to move him. Got to move him. Colour change garnet. It's a strand of distinction. It's a double strand as well. It is your nuggets. And yes, they are small, but you've got colour change garnet. I mean, it's incredible. On one way that you look at it, you get reds. And on the other way, you get greens. It really is. Get this home. We can't do it in the studio because the light's always in the same place. It just doesn't quite work. Get it home. You've got that extended money back guarantee. It is a fabulous colour change garnet, and you are getting 85 carats on an 85 centimetre strand. They run from 2 times 1 mil to 4 times 2 mil. Get this in the natural light. Get it home, have a play around. If you don't like it, you can send it back. This is a fabulous strand of distinction and it's 85 centimetres. Get ready. This is your price. Now that was said in my ear and I was like, really? It's a double strand of a strand of distinction? I wasn't sure. It is $8.95. Great, great value. Look how long this is. Bingo. Actually, it doesn't really show much. It goes to there. It goes to there. It works well with my colouring actually. Lovely, lovely colours. Look at that, just for $8.95. This is your colour change garnet. Very hard to source, very, very popular when we do so. And it's just $8.95. We're very low in stock. DAYY50. Jump on the phone lines. Moving on. Moving on, box number 7. It's called what? Faith. Have a little look. Have a little look. I'm not quite sure what it's saying. Oh no, sagnetic. Sagnetic. I thought you said sage. That's what confused me. Yeah, no, it's fair enough. It's a natural conclusion to come to. It is incredible. Pip's never seen this before. Pip, this one's for you. Look at these. What you're getting here is these lovely flecks. They're like raspberries. It's an incredible strand. Really, really beautiful. It's a bit like your rutilated quartz. What would you do with these, Debbie?
Oh, they're beautiful. I love the drops. I think earrings.
Yeah.
I think earrings would be lovely, or they'd be lovely on a little bit of chain, and then take about 6 of them and just hang them so that you've got like a little drop and the light would catch them as they move.
Yeah,
that would be lovely.
Lovely. Debbie's got a gizmo out. I can't wait to see what you've used. No, I'm going to move on. Oh no, we've got to get a price on. We are limited in stock on these. $11.95, gorgeous, over 100 carats that you're getting here. NKRU 65. Gorgeous colours. It is like little drops of raspberries, the little pips in raspberries. Small Q on the phones, please stay where you are. It's such a pretty strand. These would also make really beautiful charms. Really lovely charms. Right, we've got to move on. Moving on. Box number 6. That's the strand of distinction, by the way, that one. Now, another strand of distinction, graduated faceted pairs, and it's aquamarine. Aquamarine being your birthstone for March as well. 75 carats. They are approximately 9 times 6 to 16 times 10 mil on a 20 centimetre strand. Now, aquamarine, there's a great history to aquamarine as well. It used to be used in engagement rings. I couldn't get my words out then. Engagement rings, before diamonds came along and knocked them out of the way. But such a lovely gift for someone who's just got engaged or just got married, that you can add one of these as a charm or for earrings. They're also blue as well. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. NSRU 85 is your code, and this is your price. $11.95 for your aquamarine. It's a strand of distinction. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 18 on here, and the drops in the center are huge. $11.95 for this strand is a very good value. Look at the big ones. 16 times 10 mils on a 20 centimeter strand. Gorgeous. Moving on. Box number 17. Okay, I'm really sorry, but we've got one of these, and it's red spinel. Oh yes, it's the great pretender. Your red spinel has caused lots and lots of controversy in its life, because people think it's a ruby. It's not a ruby, it is red spinel, 15 carats, and these are the beautiful seed beads. If you love your seed beads, get them in spinel, red spinel, amazing. Okay, we've got to get you a price. $39.95. It is your spinel, the workmanship in these, to be able to get them those lovely, perfect little rondelles. 2 times 1 to 3 times 2 mils. Someone's got it on the box on the internet. You do need to check it out of your basket as soon as you can. Oh, we've got to move on. We've got to move on. Has it gone, or it is still there? It is still there. Okay, if it's in a box, you need to check out. I'm not sure what box I got it from. I'm going to throw it back in. What's next? Box number 16, and it's your kyanite. Gorgeous blues in this. Have a little look. That great colour that you get in kyanite. 45 carats. These are plain pairs, which is great because it shows off that fabulous colour. 6 times 4 to 11 times 8 mils on an 18 centimetre strand. We're low in stock on these. Get ready, pick up the phone and get ready to check out of your basket. We do not have many of these to go around. BOJN25 is your code, and this is your price. $39.95. It's your kyanite. It's your high-end kyanite. Beautiful blues in your lovely drops. Blue being a very popular colour. Lovely, lovely. We've got to move on. Box number 10. 925 sterling silver smooth tube. Have a little look. I like these. Now these on a piece with maybe some black onyx, some faceted black onyx or something like that. Really gorgeous. And and obviously this is your high-end metal. This is your 925, and it's smooth. It's not smooth. It's smooth. 8 times 1.6 mils that you're getting here. And don't forget, if you are using sterling silver in your designs, then you can use that as a feature, as a selling point. Let people know. Don't forget to make it reflect in the price. Do your research. See what other pieces are going for, what people charge to buy something, to sell something that has 925 sterling silver in it. OVGP90 is your code. And this is your price. $6.95. How many are you getting? 10 pieces for $6.95. Great, great value. We are limited in stock on these. Jump on the phone lines and check out of your baskets as soon as you can. Whoop. Oh, okie doke. They're all, oh, I think they're supposed to go in there, but never mind. Oh, sorry, Pete. Box number 24. Rose gold flash 925 sterling silver triple knot spacer. Catchy name. Now these are what I was talking about earlier when I was saying that in one of the magazines this month they've had people have been making snowmen. They've had like a little square, then a flat round, a flat cylinder, what would you call it? Like a rondelle, and then you've had like a little round and then a bigger round. But you can use to have a little scarf for the snowman. You can use one of these. Oops. Lovely. I love these twisted ones. I think they're really, really cute. They've got that detail to it. Oh, sorry. That is OQTM45. Oh, Glenn's picked something up, but it wasn't what I dropped. Oh, but it's nice. Oh, it's lovely. It's smoky quartz. Oh no, we've missed it. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, they'll definitely notice that. You should get 10 in a pack. If you get 9, then you've got this pack. We're looking for it. Oh, there's a bead over there. It's not what I've dropped, but it's a nice one as well. Thanks. Oh, it's a pearl. Oh, and I've dropped it again. You can tell when it gets to the end of the 4 hours. I go, oh. But there's. Oh, you could come around and just do a floor sweep, couldn't you? These gorgeous. Let's get you a price. These are rose gold flash. Well done, Glenn. Thank you. $6.95 for your rose gold flash. 925 sterling silver, and you are getting 10 pieces. These are gorgeous. They're really lovely in your designs. Use them as a feature or use them as a scarf for your snowman. Never thought I'd be saying that. Not your real snowman. I remember when it was hailing once. It must have been before I started school, and I went out and I collected all the hail in a Matchbox, and I was gutted when it melted. But you could make a little hail snowman. Moving on. Oh, it's star buy time. It's labradorite. It's a massive favourite, I know, with so many people, and it's a brand new strand. Have a look at our Schiller here. Look at that. You are getting 310 carats of your labradorite. It's in your plain rounds, approximately 12 mil rounds that you are getting of our fabulous labradorite. Now, apparently, according to the legend, this is how Canada got the Northern Lights. It was found in Labrador in Canada, and an Inuit warrior broke the labradorite and the schiller was released into the sky, and that is how we got the Northern Lights. What did you say, Pip? Can I do a Canadian? My husband's Canadian, but he's from Quebec, so he talks like this, because he is French. He doesn't talk. I wish he did. No, actually, I don't. That would be weird. Whenever I can't tell the difference between a Canadian accent and an American accent sometimes. I know, but I've said to Canadians before, "Are you American?" And they get very annoyed. I've offended quite a few people just by doing that. KFGP63 is your item number of this fabulous labradorite. I know how popular it is with everybody at home. We do have people on the phones. Let's bring you a price. It's brand new today, and it is $17.95. It's your labradorite, and it's a big old strand. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at that one there. Love it. Wow, look. I've turned into a pirate. Gorgeous. Very, very pretty. $17.95. It's brand new today. Jump on the phone lines. It is, of course, a free phone number. That's 0800 644 655. It's only ever one postage and packing, and that is always $2.95. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to go back over to Debbie. Don't go away. We have got Ed coming up later on a Miss It, Miss Out. So this is
just quickly. It was the bracelet was really quick.
Brilliant. No, this is what we did at the beginning of the show. Debbie got to choose 3 strands. She chose blue-coated quartz, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Blue-coated chalcedony, and the fabulous, was this obsidian leaf calves. That is absolutely stunning. Really pretty. I'm always going on about brooches, but that would make a great brooch as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
And then really pretty earrings. Very, very simple, elegant, shows off that blue, shows off the facets on there as well. Gorgeous. And then this, absolutely gorgeous. What would you do with the labradorite that we've just had on?
I love that. It goes with so many things, doesn't it, the labradorite? I actually put it with other things. That was going to be a necklace, but I ran out of time. So just to show that you can twist sleeves and do different things, I made it into a bracelet.
Pop it, I'll just show it like that because I'm trying to do it without using it. I'm going to stretch it. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, labradorite's so popular, isn't it, as well?
It is, and I don't think that you can appreciate how lovely it is until you actually get it and work with it, can you? Because all of the different colours that you see as you're moving it around, and I love working with it.
Yeah, yeah. I guess it kind of leads you to what you want to put with it and how to show off that schiller as well.
I like it with pearls.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous. So the labradorite, there is still some available. That's $17.95. We are going to have pictures of this fabulous jewellery that Debbie has had less than an hour, because you had to clear away. It took you 10 minutes to clear everything. There was so much of it, wasn't there? So beautiful, beautiful designs. Any pictures will go up on Facebook within the next 24 hours. Don't forget, if you have missed anything on today's show, because there's been so many different techniques. We've had the jewel enamel, we've had the polymer clay, we've had the bezels, we've had the die cutting set. We've done a lot. Well, you've done it. I just stand and talk. Debbie's been ever so busy. So thank you so much. And obviously it will be uploaded to YouTube. So if you have only just joined us, then that will be available to watch at your leisure. We've got Ed coming up.
Oh yeah.
Are you coming in, Ed, or are you all right? He's just getting himself sorted. He's just doing his hair. He's putting his mic on as well. He's getting himself sorted. What have you got? What have you got coming up?
An incredible celebration for St Andrew's Day.
Hey!
Going to be basically giving away smoky quartz, the national gemstone of Scotland.
I love smoky
I never
quartz.
mentioned that.
Wow.
Why do you both look so glamorous? What's going on?
Do we?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'll stand
I'm
here.
looking haggard.
Eddie's Angels. What else have we got? Clearance deals on wire, on
wire?
Jasper. If you want to become an experienced chainmail artiste like myself, then I've got a get started with chainmail bundle.
Oh, actually, yes.
See?
I'm quite excited by that. That and the smoky quartz have got my ears.
And the superstar buy this evening is a rose gold findings pack going under £10.
Wow.
It's going to be non-stop deals.
Do not go away. That is coming right now. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm back tomorrow.
It's coming back in 24 seconds, I just heard. Don't go away.
But I'm back tomorrow with the amazing Alison. Alison's the one who did the rocking horse and that incredible.
She's amazing.
Amazing. And I know that there's been some talk on Facebook as well that people are very... And we've also got Sarah's special sack. Very excited. So don't go anywhere. We are going to go on a very, very short break, and then you have got Ed coming up. Are we ready? We're ready. Ready when you are. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a lovely evening. Take care.
24 seconds.
Maker every day at 5 p.m. for our Miss It Miss Out show, where we'll have 4 hours of jam-packed deals, including clearance offers, end of line, last in stock and low prices. The Miss It Miss Out